What's going on? What's happening? Yeah, we're going to vibe to the music a little bit. I know y'all love it. Welcome back. Welcome back. Get in here. Get in here. Let me turn it down for a little bit. Welcome in, you guys. Come on in. Auntie back. Auntie back. I needed to chill. Sundays was rough. Sundays was rough. I said, baby, I gotta try something. I got to try something a little bit different, a little more earlier in the day. Can y'all hear me all right out there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Welcome back, everybody. How was your weekend? Did you miss Auntie? Let me turn that down just a little bit more. Did you miss Auntie? Did you miss Auntie? Because Auntie missed you. What's going on? Make sure you're hitting the like button when you're coming on in. It is free. Hit the like button for your auntie and make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, you do all of the things. We're catching up. We're catching up, y'all. Last week was a lot. It was a lot going down, and I'm just trying to keep up. You know, I have a very busy life outside of YouTube, and I'm trying to find balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find balance. So I want to thank y'all for coming on in. We're just gonna have a good time. I call it the happy hour because, you know, it's that after work kind of vibe, you know, right after work, right before you settle in, you know, you may want to go and grab a little cocktail or something. I'm not saying y'all got to drink, but I might, you know what I'm saying? I might do a little something, you know what I'm saying? I deserve it, you know? I worked hard this past week, okay? I did some really amazing things. I hit a milestone in my music career, y'all. Shout out to that real quick. Hold on. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Shout out. Yeah. Shout out to everybody being in the building tonight. Come on in. We're going to get the show started in a little bit. We just want to get a little more people up in here first. But y'all, I don't know if you know, I don't know where a lot of you guys are from, but there is a music venue called City Winery. They're across the country in different cities. I got to perform for the first time at City Winery last week. It was like, and it was on my checklist of venues to perform at this year. And we're not even 6 months into the year, baby. And I'm already checking off those boxes. Hey. I also started a new residency here in Chicago at another spot that we will be playing at every Thursday. So it's just been a lot going on. Auntie been busy. I got shows this week. You know, I'm just grateful. I'm blessed. We working. We twerking for that Birkin. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all, I just wanted to give y'all a little recap real quick. I hope y'all been having a good old time. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to get into it. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Let me shout y'all out in the chat real quick. What's going on? I see y'all in the building. The Genius, my guy. What's up? Thank you for being here. Brian, I see you. I see you. Thank you so much. Lloyd Wilkins, keep up the amazing work. I sure will. Thank you. Ramon, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome back. My Life, Your Entertainment, always in helping your sister out. Thank you so much. Make sure y'all do what he says. Like, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you so much. Yes, I see you, Candy. Thank you for being here, beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Crown Prince. Thank you. Major accomplishment for me. I had to brag a little bit. I had to brag. And then y'all, they had me doing a dang on Whitney Houston tribute, child. And I've been so not irritated, but it's just like, when I tell y'all, I've been getting, I look like Whitney Houston, I act like Whitney Houston since I was a child. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, I've always been a Whitney Houston fan, and that's always been a thing, but I never tried to be like her. I damn sure would never say I can sing like her. No, 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 no. And I stay away from that because can't nobody sing like Whitney. All right. So when they asked me to do a tribute, I'm like, listen, baby. I don't know if I'm worthy. I don't know if I'm worthy of all of that, but I did it. They believed in me. Only was able to do one Whitney Houston song, and I also did like a Gloria Gaynor tribute too. It was a good old time, y'all. It was a good old time, and I feel more confident. I sing Whitney Houston all the time, like at weddings and at different venues and stuff. But to do it as tribute, you want to kind of like do it like Whitney, or, you know, give the Whitney essence. It is a task. Ask any singer you know. They don't let Whitney sing Whitney. You know what I'm saying? Let her do that. But I did my thing. I'm proud of myself. Uh-oh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Robert. I see you in the building. Y'all, I ain't going to tell you who this lady is. But shout out to Pamela. I'm not going to tell y'all who that lady is. Just know that it is my lady. All right? I don't let her come outside all the time because she's way too fine. Y'all think I'm fine. Okay? But shout out to Pamela in the building. Thank you. Oh my God, you're making me nervous. But no, The Bodyguard, yes. Like Whitney Houston, yes, she played in The Bodyguard, and I didn't necessarily do tribute to The Bodyguard per se, but I did like a what's it called? I Want to Dance with Somebody tribute. I mean, they had me in a whole curly blonde wig and everything. It was hilarious, but it was so good. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And let's see, Brian says, I see the resemblance in looks, but those are some hard shoes to fill when it comes to singing, though. Exactly. That's why I be like, please. Like, I get it, the mannerisms and the attitude and the spiciness. I see the resemblance. I get it. And I love me some Whitney. But baby, I just put my big toe, I just dip my big toe in that pool. Because like you said, that is a huge shoe to fill. Okay. But I'm up for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? And we can maybe talk more about that. I know I vlogged a little bit of that show, but everything started to move so fast. So I got to look back at the footage that I did. If it's enough, I'll go ahead and post like a little short video about it though. Keep y'all in the loop. But anyway, let's get this thing moving and grooving, y'all. Let's get it moving and grooving. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Let me go ahead and put that banner up there real quick. Y'all, we are almost at 3,000 subscribers. I think the count is at like 2,488 right now. So let's just keep it going. Invite your people out. Send the video out. Share, subscribe. Subscribe. You would do that. You would please do that. I appreciate y'all so much. So y'all, these are things I wanted to talk about. We'll probably just, do it really like rapid fire type of thing. I won't have y'all here all night. We'll be very happy hour You know what I'm saying? So these the things that were in my thumbnail, these were the trending topics that stuck out to me, right? Which which is why I wanted to talk about it, right? So as you all probably have already seen, the boy Druski is back. And I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Druski can do no wrong in my eyes. No, he cannot. I don't care who he's making fun of. Making fun of the black, the churches, the Israelites, the white, the Asian. He can do no wrong. You know why? The things that he does is funny because it's true. It's truth to his comedy. And I think that's why this latest parody he did, this latest skit that he did, is striking some nerve. And I love it so much because we already know this lady was full of shit. I did a video a couple videos back when we covered Candace Owens, because she's on her tirade against Erika Kirk, and how we were kind of unpacking her demeanor and how she was acting. I called bullshit from the start. I didn't trust the lady. I thought the lady was weird. But the way she acted after her man's head got blown off in broad daylight. Someone right. People want to say, oh, everybody grieves differently. Do they though? Because even though I do agree that everyone does grieve differently, even the difference in the grieving, you can still tell that person is grieving. Do you know what I'm saying? They may not be like super dramatic and crying and doing all of the things that somebody else may do, but you can tell there is a sense of grieving in their energy, right? I ain't get none of that from Miss Kirk. No, I didn't. I did not. I surely did not. So I know you probably have already seen it, but we're going to play it again and we're going to talk about it, okay? Exactly. Thank you for being here, J-Bag. She was celebrating his homegoing a little too much. Not even a little too much, but a little too early. Okay? Okay, that man wasn't even in the ground. And she put his alleged dead body on social media doing this weird ass ASMR. Oh, I love you so much, baby. Oh my God. It was weird. And to a person who just kind of sees things for what they are, you're going to call bullshit right away. There was never oh my gosh, she's hurting. She says, no, I was like, why you got that dead man hands on here like this? Why is this dead man's hands? You stroking this man's dead body. Why are we seeing this? This is too much. So anyway, y'all already know what time it is. Let's get into the first video. If you will, make sure you're liking the video. If you will, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Because I want to play, Druski's original one, because I've seen so many people react to it and et cetera, et cetera. I want to play Druski's. Right now, Druski's video is literally at 2.7 million views. 2.7 million views. My goodness. My goodness. That's how you know he doing something right. He doing something right. So let's get into his parody, and then we'll get into the responses. Hold on, let me make sure I'm right. Okay. All right, so this is straight from Druski's page. Let's get into the parody. Shall we? Make sure you're hitting the like button, please. Uh-oh. What just happened? Hold on, y'all. Y'all know I'm trying to get this shit right. Okay, here we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, let's go.
raising in Iran.
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but
how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the.
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers.
Where's the lie? Did this lady not look like this? Is this not what Erika Kirk was given? After her man died and she went on her book tour and whatnot. Is this not the demeanor that this lady was given? Come on now.
We are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible. Sweet cream foam chai ice matcha. And Bella will have all organic pup cup.
Organic?
Yes, everything organic.
And I find it so hilarious because he's like pretending to wipe tears because this woman hadn't dropped a tear yet. I ain't seen this lady cry real tears yet. Okay, I've seen her try to look mad and angry and scary for some reason. Who you mad at, sis? But I haven't seen this lady cry for real once. He nailed it.
4, 3, 7. Oh, are you good? 4, 3, 2. Hold your chest lifted. We're gonna lift.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes. Because they are the ones who mattered most.
Get on your feet. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? This is exactly how this woman acted. And we're gonna play another video where there was a comparison to her in these moments, or to Druski's parody, to what Erika Kirk was actually doing. It's a side-by-side. I found a video that depicts it perfectly. Thank y'all so much for being in here. Come on in. Come on in. We 19 minutes in. We got 30 people in the building. Let's go. Thank y'all so much for being here. Now, after Druski did this video, of course, so many people had something to say about it. Conservatives were, this is wrong. You took it too far. How could you do that? She's a grieving widow. Excuse me. But this woman literally forgave the man that killed her husband, not even a week after he was dead. Okay? And if she could forgive that man that fast, this should be nothing for her. This should be nothing for her. But of course, in true, white woman fashion, right? She had to play victim, right? So let's just go through some of the responses, right? So first, Druski did the video, right? So now, let's get into, all you got to do is type in Druski response to Erika Kirk and all this good stuff is going to come up, y'all. So he did the video, and this was first Erika's response. But if I did blackface as part of a skit, I'd be canceled. If I did blackface as part of a skit, I would be canceled. First of all, do it, Erika. Do it. Do the blackface. But see, the thing about it is people get shit confused. Blackface and what Druski did are not the same thing, right? We all know that blackface has literally a historical context as a means to demean and degrade Black people. It was a mockery of Black people. White people painted their faces black, painted their lips red, and try to depict us as crazy clowns and lazy, degenerate people. That's not the same as a non-white person using a white character as comedy. So yeah, it would be a problem if you did blackface, man, because the context behind why you would do it would be racist as fuck. Excuse me, racist as frick. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. So you can't really compare the two, right? So that's her first response. Then the girl had the nerve to send Druski a cease and desist. Druski says, Erika Kirk sent a cease and desist trying to sue me over a skit. Little does she know, parody is protected. It's comedy, not defamation. Y'all gotta stop trying to take jokes to court. Exactly. It's a joke. Are you mad because there's some truth in that joke? Because what you really mad at? What's the issue? Because, baby, y'all want to, some people are saying like, oh, well, she's grieving. Is she though? The girl was more hyped up about how many sales they got at the biggest event of the century, which was her husband's funeral or her husband's homegoing or whatever firework ceremony that she had for his death. She was more so concerned with how much money she was making off that man. And if we can just look at it and call a spade, yeah, it's something to make fun of. So, with that being said, those were the responses between Erika Kirk and Druski, right? Y'all give me 1 second. I put some chicken in the oven and I hear it going off. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. It's cousin. My bad, y'all. I'm here. Okay. So you saw the back and forth that they had, right? I follow these ladies
White
here, right? I don't know
conservative
if you
Christian.
know who these women are, but for me, they have a podcast called the I've Had It podcast. And these are white women of America who just get it. And I love a white lady or a white man that just gets it. And I just want to get into a little bit of their response, and then we'll get into some other responses as well. I didn't burn the chicken, okay? The chicken is safe. But I put my foot in the chicken today, y'all. I did a new recipe for some baked chicken. I made like a little gravy. It's falling off that bone. I got that tender Nism Freezy in the building. Hi, Freezy. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You know, exactly. Talk about it, Johnny. He impersonated a redneck. We need a full movie of that. Because it's funny. And the redneck skit was so hilarious. because it was true. Let's be honest. Let's just be honest about it. Oh, let me get at some of these comments. The Renegade says, a lot of conservatives I've seen think that skit is funny, but they only want to show the ones crying. That's a good observation. Yes, I've noticed that too. A lot of conservatives do not like this lady, and rightfully so. She's not very likable. She's not very likable, if you ask me. But let's get into what these two women have to say. I thought their perspective was great.
Christian women are in the throes of a stage 5.
Yeah.
White conservative Christian women are in the throes of a stage 5 meltdown because their hero, grifter, and phony, mentally disturbed Erika Kirk has had a mirror put up to her by a Black comedian named Druski. Let's just say it. The way she has behaved since her husband was assassinated is fucking crazy. It's beyond everybody grieves in their own ways. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. And she is a hero on the right. Yeah. I support Druski. I love the MAGA meltdown for this. I am here for it.
I'm here for it too. So with that being said, I want to play a video from the OG. What's his name? O'Shea Duke Jackson, because you know he's gonna come with the content and put it all simple and plain for us. Okay, shout out to him. Let's go ahead and review the video that he did because he provides a few more context, a lot more context to the whole debacle. And this one also includes a response from that weird ass Black man, Officer Tatum. Y'all know who that is? Do y'all know who Officer Tatum is? He is like the coonest of the coons of the coons. All right. And he also is on record saying that he wouldn't cry if his kids died, but that man bawled real tears when this man Charlie Kirk died. Okay. So it's already some weird shit going on with this one, but let's get into the video. Make sure y'all are liking and sharing the video. Shout out to O'Shea Duke. Thank you again, my good sir, for providing us some good old content. Let's get into it.
It hasn't been 72 hours yet, and people are still upset about the Druski video. To be honest, almost every skit he does, somebody is pissed off. But in the case of Druski, we have a few elephants in the room. Number one, we have Druski putting on makeup, looking white, and then that's the big thing in itself, because now it's whiteface.
He's right, you know.
The second part of this is that Druski is not making...
But also, y'all, whiteface is not a real thing. Whiteface is like reverse racism. Do you know what I mean? Like, they try to say, oh, well, you don't like me. That's reverse racism. No. It's not the same thing. It's not a thing. There is no such thing as whiteface because there is no historical context behind other groups of people putting on whiteface to demean and degrade white people. That's never happened to you. That's never been a thing. But y'all did that though. Okay? Y'all did that. So don't try to reverse it and say, oh, it's whiteface. It's in what's his name? The Wayans brothers did white chicks. Damn, they're looking like Druski right now. Was there outrage from that? Because I remember us all laughing about it. Was there outrage when what's that actor? And he played a black man. What is that movie? It's on the tip of my tongue. Where, oh my God, y'all. The white man, he played a black man. And it was hilarious. Like, I don't recall a bunch of black people upset about it. And I know for sure wasn't no white folks about it. But it seems to be making fun of a white Christian woman. Now it's all this outrage. Man, get the fuck out of here. That I could never take a racist seriously because y'all do all this dishing and can't take nothing.
Making fun of just a white woman He's making fun of Erika Kirk, the widow of
That's
the
it.
fallen Charlie
Thank
Kirk.
you.
And this is a real big situation, especially with white conservatives. Senator Ted Cruz of Florida was pissed off. In commenting on Druski's skit, he wrote, "Beneath content."
Woo!
Now, an interesting person that reviewed
Beneath contempt. This skit, this funny skit, which is just comedy, it is beneath contempt. Was that a threat? Is it really that serious? Like, come on now.
Druski's skit is a person that was close to Charlie Kirk and knows Erika very well. His name is the Officer Tatum. Now, the Officer Tatum would come out with a very
What's up, Magnetar? Thank you for being in the building, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Get the likes up if you will. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here, Mag. Good to see ya. Let's keep it going.
controversial response to Druski's skit.
I've been watching Druski stuff for a very long time. I think Druski is an incredible comedian. I think he's hilarious. I think he has a great talent and ability. I really do. Druski makes fun of everybody. Nobody's off limits. He makes fun of people, and I laugh at every time he makes fun of people because it's funny, it's comedy. I think objectively, what he did in this skit is funny. It just simply is. He made fun of it or whatever it can be.
He starts the dialogue off pretty neutral. He's been watching Druski for a long time. He's an incredible comedian. He believes.
Let's pause. Yes, if y'all didn't know, Mika's back going live. Shout out to Mika. Shout out to Mika. Y'all can't hold her down. We can't hold her down. Not that I ever was trying to. But shout out to her. It's all good. Magnetar is still welcome over here. Everybody's welcome. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I actually was happy to see her back doing her thing and, you know, doing what she do. But it's all good. Mods can come over there. They can come over here. As long as it's positive, we all good.
That he is hilarious. He believes that Druski has great talent and ability. He makes fun of everybody. No one is off limit. Even this is funny because objectively what he did in the skit was funny. But
is that when you sit back and you look at who he made fun of and the circumstances surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination, it makes it disgusting.
But the difference is when you sit back and look.
When you sit back and you look at who it was and the things surrounding his assassination, it makes it disgusting. Sir, how was this bitch moving after his assassination? Please. How she was moving was quite disgusting, quite deplorable, so inappropriate. I mean, from every step of the way, every step of the way. So how can you be so oblivious to that part, but then want to hone in on somebody simply making fun of some shit that deserves to be made fun of? Who cares? Let's be for real, y'all.
Look at who he made fun of and the circumstances surrounding this assassination of Charlie Kirk. It's disgusting.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the you think you is?
But wait, there's more.
Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite because I was close to Charlie and close to Erika, and I care about this topic. For me to go, oh, now all of a sudden I want Druski to be canceled. Because I didn't mind laughing at when he made fun of the pastors. I didn't mind laughing when he made fun of white hillbillies at Talladega. I didn't mind when it wasn't close to me. So I also can't think he should be canceled because it's somebody I know. But I will say the reason that I will not post this, I will not support this Druski content is because I think it's incredibly insensitive. I don't blame him for a certain part of it because he don't know Charlie and he's not in that world. But I will say that
it's insensitive. Was it insensitive when after that whole assassination happened and after they were working, those employees day up, sun down, She literally on a call with them saying like, you think you were working before, you're gonna work even harder now. And then when it was all said and done and they got their money, she fired everybody. That wasn't insensitive to all those people that she hired, or TPS, UCA, or whatever the fuck it's called. I hired all those people to help raise all that money and then fired their ass unexpectedly. No severance, nothing. Come on now, you're picking and choosing, but we already know this guy, Officer Tatum. He's just another person that is unfortunately Black, but has the mind of a very racist white man. I'm sorry.
I do think it's insensitive. And if I could have talked to Druski before he made this, I say, look, man, you need to not do this one. You need to not do it. Because the way that Charlie was murdered and assassinated makes this look really disgusting.
They said he doesn't want Druski to be canceled because he didn't mind laughing when it was somebody else, and Druski never knew Erika Kirk or even Charlie Kirk. But if he had an opportunity to talk to Druski, he would say, don't post this. It's incredibly insensitive. The way that Charlie was murdered and assassinated makes this look really disgusting. And see,
but here's another thing though that I observed. He didn't make fun. I'm sitting here calling Druski she. He did that role. He played that character so well. I'm calling this nigga she. My bad, Druski. My bad, Druski. You my boy. But Druski never made fun of Charlie though. Never even like reenacted his assassination. He kept him off limits. So you're making it seem like he's making fun of his assassination. That's not what he's doing. He's making fun of how she responded after her own husband's assassination, which everybody was kind of giving like, what the hell is going on with this girl? You're rubbing all on JD Vans in your black leather pants. You're coming out with fireworks. You got on sparkly jackets. You know what I'm saying? This was like a celebration for Shorty. You know, he wasn't doing, he made fun of something that everybody was already thinking anyway. And everybody was kind of already talking about. This isn't the first time people have brought this up. Ramon, talk about it. Ramon says, it's funny when Charlie made fun of dead historical figures. He ain't even have a problem with that. Clock it. Please clock it. And that's what I be saying about these conservatives or what have you, or these right wingers or whatever you want to call it. Which, by the way, y'all, I know a lot of people like to put hats on me like, oh, I'm a Democrat, I'm a lefty. I don't identify as none of that. Okay? But what I notice about conservatives, it's all good. These motherfuckers was making fun of George Floyd, Trayvon Martin, talking about Breonna Taylor, when they were all wrongfully killed, wrongfully murdered by whites. Okay? It was all good with that. You ain't come out and call the other side out. But now you want to be all extra sensitive to this woman who has not shown a lick of sensitivity to her own husband's death. Man, gone. We're going to talk about this lady. We're going to talk about this lady until Candace Owens stop talking about it. How about that? Until we get into the bottom of all of this, we don't keep talking because some ain't right. And everybody is just not blinded by the bullshit. You in that cult heavy when you can just see the world on fire and you just oblivious as fuck and still blaming everybody else and still pointing the finger at everybody else but the people that's causing the fucking fire. This shit crazy as hell. Thank you for commenting there, Ramon. Thank you. Y'all, thank you so much for being here. Pull up. We got 51 people in the building. Let's go. All right, let's keep going.
Officer Tatum may have been a pretty good cop, but he's terrible at logic in debating. And that's one of the problems with officers.
I'm going to tell you right now, you can't be a great cop if you're terrible at logic. You cannot be a great cop if you are terrible at logic, because if you lack logic as a police officer, you are bound you are bound to clown with that badge. Unlawful arrest, excessive force, unlawful killings in police custody. That's what happened when you lack logic as an officer. I just wanted to put that out. Let's keep going.
And again, he's a fairly decent human being to some. I believe that maybe he's trying to make sense of this, but he isn't. Number one, in the skit that was, I don't even think, close to 3 minutes, Druski never talked about Charlie Kirk.
Exactly.
He never mentioned an assassination. Her name was not mentioned in the skit, although we know it's about her. And her association to Charlie Kirk or her grieving over Charlie Kirk was not made fun of. So he took that in consideration in the design of the skit because there were probably very intimate details that he could have put in there that would have been insensitive. And so he understood that. And that was not included in the design. Because Druski is so talented, he understood that he did not need to be offensive to make this hilarious. All he had to do was to state the obvious, that Erika Kirk is weird. Woo! And see, here's the point that Brandon Tatum doesn't want to talk about. Long before Druski ever thought about talking about Erika Kirk, you had other people talking about this.
I told y'all this woman is not grieving. She's glowing. She's literally happier than a cat at a fish fry. Look at her. And not only did she have adoring eyes for JD Vance, same adoring eyes for Donald Trump. Sis is laughing all the way to the bank. Somebody say, oh, we love Charlie. She like, Charlie who? And understand, those of you who love Charlie Kirk, you're grieving more for Charlie Kirk than she is.
Now see,
where's the lie? Where is the lie? Come on, y'all. Be so fucking for real. Be so for real. This lady didn't even wait 30 days before she was on a book tour. Selling merch. Trying to get TP, USPAs, whatever it's called, into every college campus across the nation. Talking about this is what he wanted. This was what he's like. Where are the kids? When have you taken any time to really grieve your husband's loss? Or is it all about the business? Was the business really that, like, did you really have to go that hard? Where you just was like, you know what, I don't have time to grieve. We have to keep on going. We got to keep on going for Charlie's message. And what was his message exactly with his racist ass? Oops. Because I was never impressed. Y'all already know. I was never impressed. I wish I was going hard on my channel when that first happened. I wasn't, because I had so much to say about that. Oh my God. The message is for young people to get married super soon and super young, and women need to have babies, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just nonsense. Like, total indoctrination. Okay, we didn't need it.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. There were thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of videos that were concerned about the fact that Erika Kirk seemed a little bit either too happy or pretending to be extremely too sad that her husband was assassinated. Now, we could understand the sadness and how people react to grief. But then there was this ideology that Erika Kirk was completely okay, completely healed over the fact that Charlie Kirk had died. She had become the CEO of Turning Point USA, that she may have wanted this for herself. Then there was her hugging JD Vance and her hugging Donald Trump.
And what is that about? How did she just automatically become like the CEO? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that usually passed down like through an heir? You know what I'm saying? Like, your father owns the company. Once he passes away, you know, his next next in line of his lineage takes over the company. Isn't that a thing? Or am I getting that wrong? Because how the hell did she just automatically take over everything? I mean, everything. That's weird to me. His team is saying they have not received any official documentation. Are you talking about the cease and desist? I don't know. He's saying that she was sent it, and I feel like there's a photo out there of him holding it up, but I don't know. But yeah, yes, thank you for being here, the Crown Prince. Yeah, awfully cozy with everybody after her man died. Come on now. I'm not going.
And that she was giving JD Vance googly eyes. So all of this was out there before. And what Brandon Tatum doesn't want to bring into consideration, that people found that behavior repulsive. People found her behavior disgusting. People even on the right thought that it was disgusting for her to behave like that towards her husband, who had passed away long before Druski even thought about designing this skit, which probably, in my honest opinion, was the reason why he got the idea for it in the first place. You see, if Erika Kirk would not have behaved in the way that she did, she would not have gotten so much backlash. And see what comedians...
Thank you, O'Shea. Shout out to O'Shea, because he be saying exactly what I'm thinking, okay? Baby girl, if you were literally behaving like a normal grieving widow, wouldn't nobody have nothing to say. But you literally kept putting yourself out into the public, into the limelight, going on tours, big stages, selling merch. You weren't doing none of that. Oh my God. And that's another thing. It's one thing if you were already hustling like that when he was alive, putting on events, selling merch. Let me know if I'm wrong. From what I could see, she wasn't doing. She was just complimenting him, showing up to his podcast every now and again. She wasn't going as hard. See, I'm getting more curious about this lady too. We might have to circle back and do a whole deep dive on this crazy lady, okay? Because Candace is saying some things and some other people saying some things. And I'm just like, what is her real motive? Because after he was assassinated, the only thing it seemed like she cared about the most was money, fame, power. Where are the kids? Where are the kids? Is what I want to know. We ain't seen them. She ain't talked about them. And you clearly not home with them enough. Clearly not. And then, she also said that her daughter. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait for that because Candace Owens actually responded to that. Let's keep going.
And I would say even the mid-sized content creators or commentators like myself do. We look at trends, and once we start to see other people are paying attention to something, well, quite naturally, we're going to also pay attention to it too. And once Charlie passed away, that month from September 10, 2025 on into earlier October, November.
Hold on, let me get at some of these comments real quick. First of all, this comment is crazy. Does Jazz still hate white people? When have I ever said I hated white people? Never have said that. Now, I don't like white people who are racist. I don't like white people who hold up white supremacy. I don't like bigots. No, I do not. They can go straight to hell. Okay. I love people that happen to be white. Those white women that I played earlier, those are people that happen to be white. Okay. That's a person that just happens to be white, but understands that racism exists, systemic oppression exists, understands that they have privilege and they don't mind talking about it and they don't mind dismantling that shit because they know it's harmful. I hate people who are in denial of the truth. So get it right. The whites are welcome over here as long as you all right. All right. Okay. Thank you. Stop it. But I like to get into this one. Randy says, thank you for being here. She's taking the movement that her husband built and keeping it going. I would want my wife to keep my legacy alive and our kids fed with what I built. I'm not saying that her keeping his legacy alive, is wrong. I'm not saying that because I get it. It's the timeline. It's the demeanor. It's the fake ass tears. It's the getting on calls and so excited that during her husband's funeral or fireworks ceremony of his death, that they raised such and such millions of dollars. That it was the event of the century. That's what's odd about it. That's what makes it feel disingenuous. Because it feels like you had ulterior motives from the beginning. Because the way you so quickly, 3 to 6 months later, okay, we picking things up. Let's go ahead and that seems a little bit more normal, right? There was no grief here, is all I'm saying. There was no, it was like, okay, he dead. Let's go. That was part of the plan. Let's go. That's what it looked like to me. All right, we got him out the way. Let's keep it moving. Run it up. Run the checks up.
We saw some really strange behaviors because obviously, number one, the spotlight was put up on her, right? When you have the spotlight on you, like Erika Kirk, you cannot afford to do things that piss off the public. And I know that that's weird because she did lose her husband, and that's insensitive to say, but we're that could care less about that sometimes. We live in the world that once you are a person that is a husband that's lost their wife unexpectedly, or a wife that's lost her husband unexpectedly, there's a certain decorum of behavior that you should have. And Erika Kirk did not live up to that standard.
Hey.
All you guys did on the right was give her more opportunity to keep embarrassing herself and Charlie Kirk. And then you had these cringe ass clips like this.
For them here on earth.
No, of course. But we serve a just God. And I rest easy in knowing that. He's sovereign, but he's just.
Bro, this lady is scary. This is creepy. Do you see her eyes? That is not the eyes of grief. That is the eyes of someone who wants to act like they're really upset. And they gotta like put it on. I told y'all a couple of videos ago when I was talking about this, when we were reviewing Candace Owens things. She's trying too hard. And she's acting. This is an actress. Remember, she has an actress background. Mama's been in reality TV. All right. She's been in the limelight. Okay. So her being given a script to go off of, she's not unfamiliar. And now she got to act like a mad grieving widow. And my thing is, you forgave that man that killed your husband days later, Erika. Forgave him on stage in your sparkly outfit and said, I forgive that man. But you got all the smoke for everybody ain't got shit to do with your husband's death. Something's weird about that. And honestly, I don't even really think that I could just be a conspiracy, whatever the case. I don't think that nigga Charlie did. I don't. I think he's somewhere in a bunker. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere trapped. I don't know. All I know is that I know nothing. Okay. But and it's the fact that they totally, like, before there was an investigation, you know how when someone gets killed somewhere, they keep everything up, keep everything the same. You can't touch anything because anything can mess up the investigation. They tore down that whole space where he got killed at within hours. There was no ambulance. There was no ambulance. There was no 911 call. They picked that man up, which was also odd. They picked that man up. His homies, you know what I'm saying? The people that was there at the show that day or at the debate or whatever it was, pick that man's body up, which I thought is something you're not supposed to do as well, and put him in the back of the car. We ain't never saw that man again. We ain't see him again until she posted him in that damn casket. Come on now. Something ain't right. So, nothing was ever normal about these like about this timeline, about the turn of events, none of it.
And so let the Lord handle that.
Like, let's look at that again. Erika Kirk looks like somebody that's on like Mad TV. I'm just being honest. Whether you want to think that she's being serious or not, it's ridiculous. It's like somebody's acting. Anybody would look at her and say, based on what I see, if they didn't know anything about Charlie Kirk, she's a weirdo. Even when Charlie Kirk and her were alive, she was doing similar stuff, which makes her look even cringe. So you want to say that Druski's behavior is disgusting when the reality is Erika Kirk's behavior was disgusting at best way before.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Tez in the building. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all for pulling up and supporting. We got 68 people in the building. It just went up to 72. We at 57 minutes in, y'all. Let's have a good old time. I'm feeling the happy hour vibes, okay? I think y'all might be feeling it too, but thank y'all for being here. Make sure you're liking the video. You're sharing the video. Go call the cousins. Go call the other aunties. Go call the uncles and them. Pull up. We're just having a little kiki. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let's keep this video going, and then I want to show the comparison video, and then we'll get on to the next subject. Let's go.
Druski did what everybody understood was what? The obvious. The reason why the video had 60 million views on Instagram, Brandon, is because it was accurate as F. Okay? That's the reason why. And keep in mind, Druski has 12.2 million followers. That's a shitload. This skit actually got 75.1 million views, at least the time that I'm looking at it. So Druski with 12.2 million followers on Instagram generated a video that's almost 600% more than its actual following. You cannot do that if the person you're making fun of doesn't exhibit those traits. This is why we like the Talladega NASCAR skit with Druski. This is why we like the Hebrew Israelite skit with Druski. This is also why we like the Black Megachurch skit with Druski. You want to know why? Because it's accurate.
Right.
If you have a problem with
what did I say in the beginning? A lot of like the funniest comedians are funny because there is truth to the joke. There's always a little truth to the joke. This, when I saw the pastor skit, I cried laughing because yes, you put his skit up next to those pastors, it will be hard to find a difference. It will be hard to find a differentiation into into what he was like doing a parody over. These pastors are flying in the air, locking doors to the congregation. Hello? Locking doors to the congregation and basically shaking down people in service. Asking for thousands. That's another thing we got to talk about, y'all. The prosperity preaching. I got so much in my bag, y'all. I got so much we gotta discuss because that's what, and he's right. O'Shea is so right about that. It goes viral because it's true. So much so that these pastors literally talked about Druski's skit. A hit dog was hollering. A hit dog was hollering. Okay? So you can't get mad. How about look within? Huh? Instead of getting mad because we're calling out your bullshit, how about like look at how you are portraying yourself as a leader of your church, as a wife of a grieving widow that just lost her husband. Like, instead of getting mad at what we are making fun of, how about just yeah, that is a little off. That is a little weird. We probably shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? On point commentary, O'Shea.
Being accurate when it comes to Erika Kirk. Your problem is not with Druski. Your problem is with Erika Kirk.
Hello?
Woo! But we know Brandon Tatum can't hold these white conservative folk accountable unless they talking shit about Israel.
Hey, y'all. Thank you for being here. I see you. And tell wifey I said, what's up, girl? Thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, what y'all doing in the chat right now? What y'all doing? What's going on? Y'all going at it about misspelling words. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be chill. Let's be cool. What's happening?
Damn.
So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy Yoshi D Jackson back with another episode of
All
the
right.
Celebrity Jump.
So that was Juki. That was Druski's video, which I thought was great. Shout out to Druski. Thank you so much. But what do y'all think about that? Like, as far as Druski doing the skit, I don't think he went too far. I don't think he went too far yet. That was just scratching the surface. You're mad because it's true. You know what I mean? You're mad. And for some reason, these non-blacks swear nobody can talk about. They can talk about any and everybody else, but can't nobody talk about their ass. Well, time's up. Everybody getting smoke. Everybody is getting the smoke. What's going on, Big Seans? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you so much. So I want to play one more video and just do like a side-by-side comparison of his skit and her actual movements, child, because woo, baby, that was a lot. Make sure y'all hitting the like button. Thank y'all so much for being here. Let me get this video pulled up. I hope the Wi-Fi is not acting up on y'all today. Y'all ain't said nothing to me yet. Maybe y'all just stop telling me. But either way, thank y'all for rocking with me. Drop some purple hearts if you enjoying the show. Let's go. Purple hearts in the chat, please. Engage with me. So I want to play this video real quick. It's a quick little comparison video that I just thought was freaking hilarious. Okay. Oh my God, I had a couple. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. You know what? We'll save that for another time. But let me show you this real quick. Let me look. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. All right. Now, this video cracked me the fuck up, okay? Because it's just like, Erika, baby. Where's the lie, toots? I'm just... y'all let me know. Let's watch this real quick and move on. Because listen, I'm here for dragging Erika Kirk. I am. Drag her. All right, because we got to get to the bottom of it. Where's Charlie? Mrs. Kirk, where is he? Get on your feet. Ah.
In what ways have you grown closer to Jesus?
I serve a righteous God. And that is why we say our prayers. And we are all his children. But when I say children, I mean like the holy, blessed Trinity, which is why I hold the Bible.
No, of course. But we serve a just God.
Wait, I saw somebody say my camera acting up. Am I still frozen? What we doing? We good? I'm fighting. I did the bandwidth thing, y'all. I made sure I didn't have a lot of tabs open. So it ain't raining today. So I don't know. But y'all know what time it is. It'll be all right.
And I rest easy in knowing that he's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
We have to protect all men in America, especially all white men in America. Those are the boys that we care about in this country. America is built on their backs. Yes.
It's the black.
They are the ones who mattered most.
Use it for something greater. Don't let anyone disenfranchise you because you're a young man. especially a young white male man. Don't ever let anyone talk down to you.
Especially if you're a young white male man. Ma'am. Like, what? Male man. Same thing. What do you think she was trying to say right there? Because that didn't make a lick of fucking sense. And then to say that, especially a white man, they need the most protection. How? And how can we not say that you're a goddamn racist when you say stuff like that? Why are you pedestalizing white men over everybody? You want us to believe? Do you really want us to believe that you are here for everyone, Miss Erika Kirk? That didn't make a damn lick of sense.
We need strong men out there.
So y'all see it. Y'all see what time it was. Like, girl.
I'm not going to treat my boyfriend like my fiance and my fiance like my husband.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to do this the right way.
What was it like dating Erika?
Oh.
Very.
Sorry, y'all. We're going to save that for another time. We're going to save that one for another time. What? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm muted? Can y'all hear me? Mm-mm. Don't be in here confusing me now. Don't be in here confusing Auntie, okay? Because I don't know how that would happen. But that was another video that I was planning to play, but it's more so about like Erika Kirk's past and in relation to Charlie Kirk, how they met. We'll do something different with that. But let's keep it moving, y'all. Now I want to talk about Mickey freaking EJ Johnson, y'all. Because I'm going to tell you what. When I saw this interview, it pissed me off so bad. And the thing about it, thank y'all for telling me I'm good. I appreciate y'all so much. The thing about it, I'm for everybody living in their truth. I'm for everybody being proud of who they are. I am for everybody minding their own fucking business. Ramon, shut up. That's what we finna talk about right now. Because what do you mean? That don't make no damn sense. But there were other things about this interview that he was saying that I just felt were so uncalled for. And as a gay black man, you want to make sure that you have allyship of black women. Of whether that is heterosexual, homosexual, pansexual, sexuals, whatever. As a black gay man, your biggest ally is a black woman. And the fucking gaydacity that this man had on this interview, talk about he looks better than the girls. See, I struggle trying to be an ally to the LGBT community when y'all say stupid shit like this. Because why the hell you got to put down the archetype of what you want to present as? Let's talk about that. You want to present yourself as a feminine woman, if you will. Okay? Dresses and heels and all of the things. And do you. But you want to sit here and talk down about the same women that you want to dress up like? I don't like that. I don't like that. But it was a lot. Let's unpack it. Thank y'all so much for being here. I'm having a good old time. Y'all enjoy happy hour? Yeah. Oh, somebody. Oh, sorry. Somebody asked me what I'm drinking. I'm just drinking a little Prosecco. I'm a Prosecco girly. You know what I mean? I love wine, but I love Prosecco. I love Prosecco with a splash of Saint Germain and a little olive. In the summertime, I might put some little ice in there. I don't know. It's a weird taste bud thing for me. I love it. It's refreshing. But right now, I'm just drinking some Prosecco. But I also have my water because we drink responsibly. Amen. Yes, we do. Yes. Well, sometimes. Because over this weekend, baby, my Saturday was full of events. And when I tell you I had the time of my life, y'all, I did. I did. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the video. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Hit the like. Hit the like. Hit the like. If you don't do nothing else, hit that like button. Hit the share button. Tell the people to pull up. Let's go. We got 76 people in the building. Let's run it up. Yes, indeed. Thank you. And if you would like to support the Wi-Fi and lip gloss fund, you know what to do. $ more jazz. And you can go ahead and sign on me like that. Thank y'all so much for any super chats. I don't think I got any yet, but that's all good. That is all good in the hood. But I appreciate anything. If the spirit moves you, you are already appreciated. So let's get into a bit of this interview, child, because it pissed me off.
Honestly, like, it is very difficult to come into the world, and what you want doesn't really matter because it really only matters what plays well for whoever the spotlight is on. Yeah. And that was very difficult to navigate as a child and even as a young adult, honestly. It was weird. It definitely took a lot of time to just like find myself and all of that, and then just be like, hey, like, you know, your spotlight is over here.
First of all, just him sitting here right then and there, is it giving feminine? Is it giving feminine? Yeah, we see the crop top, we see the necklace, we see your little side doobity doobity doot doot. But is it giving feminine? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody's asking, what are we watching? Let me tell y'all. I'm sorry I didn't say. So Carlos King is another content creator. He's in the, he's in the entertainment business. He's on TMZ. He does all of the things, right? Make sure y'all, he is a gay man. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but we're watching his interview with EJ Johnson. All right. So just rock with me. Let's see what EJ had to say with his big ass.
And mine is over here. And like, the only thing I have to do in this lifetime is focus and nurture me and what's going on over here. And you do that over there. But yeah, like that was a lot for the child. But like, like I was always just running around, prancing around in skirts and doing the most, as a kid. And like, I think I found a lot of, even at those young ages, I found a lot of security just like hanging out with myself, because like it was just like a very, awkward coming into my own and trying to find myself in the world that kind of like told me that like I wasn't allowed to like exist the way that I wanted to exist. So I gained a lot of self-confidence just like playing by myself, because like that's where I felt safest. And it ended up, ultimately like being one of my greatest attributes, because like now it's like I'm like this with myself, and like no, I'm unmovable, unshakable, invincible. You cannot upset me or do anything, externally, because I'm 100% right here.
When did you realize you were gay?
Pretty early on, honestly. Like I don't even, I wasn't one of those people who ever tried to be straight. Like I talked to a lot of, like obviously the gays that are, either that I grew up with or like ended up being friends with, but like I would say like 90% of them, had girlfriends or lost their virginities to women, and like I really never tried. Like it was it really like it wasn't an option. I don't think I would have taken myself seriously even at that young age, to be honest. Like I could never see myself as like dating a girl. Like I don't even think I could. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't convince myself to do it, so therefore I was like, girl, you can't convince the world to think that for you. But definitely like 11, 12.
Oh,
for sure.
Okay.
Like when, you start to have those feelings and stuff. But honestly, I think like the feelings were just so strong that like I just kind of like knew it. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, probably like the 8th grade, like the summer before I went into high school, like I really like got serious with myself about it. And we were like, this is it. It's like, I don't know, like I just was kind of like, this is who we are. I remember that like very specifically, like just like taking like those last couple of weeks before I had to go back to school, and I was like, this is it. And then I felt so much freer. Like when I got into high school,
hey,
like I just was like,
you know what's so funny about this comment? This is all I've been thinking ever since. You are a boy, Damon. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind the boys that dress up and do the things, but like, let it in there. Okay? Do you, but don't mention anybody else while you doing you. Let's keep going. I might have to fast forward a little bit so we can get to the good stuff.
So much more like definitely coming into my own because
And his attitude is kind of nasty. Are y'all getting that too? Are y'all picking up on that? Like, his attitude is kind of like stank. You know what I mean? Like, girl, like, I don't even hang around women like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just doing too much. I don't like it. I don't like
I was like at school, like I just like didn't care. Like I didn't hide it. I didn't pretend. Like everyone knew and everyone was cool and you know, it was cool.
And the first person you told was your mother, correct?
No,
in terms
definitely
of family.
friends. Definitely my friends.
Yeah.
But no, my mom kind of like interrogated me when I was like in 10th grade.
Do you remember what she was asking you?
We were on vacation in Hawaii and she kept asking.
I'm gonna fast forward this real quick, y'all. Thank you so much. Hit the like button. Let me get to it. Cause I really don't care, honey.
This is how it is, and this is black is white, and this is this, and that's that, and a lot of boxes. And so I think like I really came up against all of that, like, you know, as in my coming of age story. And to be honest, like I never saw anything wrong with it. Like I never thought anything wrong with anything that I did. Like even when I was a kid and like they were like, well, you can't wear skirts. And I was like, well, why not? You know, it's like my inner being was like, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem?
Excuse the frick out of me. I'm gonna run that back. I don't like the fact. Oh, look at him doing the clocking. I didn't even peep that. Carlos King. No. Let's run that back just a little bit. Cause what, bitch? Oh my God, y'all. Y'all gotta help me stop cursing a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm trying to take it back just a little bit. But sometimes shit be making me cuss. Okay, I can't help it sometimes. But bitch, what the fuck did you just say?
It. Like I never thought anything wrong with anything that I did. Like even when I was a kid and like they were like, well, you can't wear skirts. And I was like, well, why not? You know, it's like my inner being was like, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? And that's exactly how I applied to.
I don't like that. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off, Each. Big burly Merly, big backed ass Each. 14-foot, 14 size shoe wearing ass Each. Baby, I know you getting them pumps custom made. They don't even make women's shoes in your size. Don't piss me off. Because why did you even have to bring up women while talking about yourself? You don't like women. Especially if I look better than the girls. First of all, who sent you off like that? Who told this man? This whale of a man. This hippopotamus of a man. Mr. Nigga. Okay? Who told you that you look better than the girls, baby? I don't care how much designer you got on, how much, you know, fur and jewels you adorn yourself with. You couldn't look better than a natural born woman on her worst fucking day. Don't piss me the fuck off. Like, stop playing with me. And this is why I be like, when I hear people, okay, thank you, Robert, thank you. It be freezing sometime, you know what I'm saying? We freeze sometime, but it's okay. We come right back. But this is what pisses me off, because you want us to adore you. You want us to support you, but you want to put us down. And this is what makes me think that something is mentally off with some of these ones, at least the new ones. Because I've met some OG drag queens, trans girls. They don't get into this like this. The OG trans women, the OG drag queens, they get it. They not with that women men in women's sports. They not with that drag queen story time shit. They not with that men and women's back. They not with it. They like, y'all doing too much. But these new ones, and I always hear an OG. I always hear an OG trans person or OG drag queen always giving respect where it's due when it comes to women. They all say, I have women to thank for me being able to come out as myself. The ones that talk like this, you're not beating the mental illness allegations, baby. You're not going to ever beat them. Not like that.
Myself to these days in the way that I present, like in my, in my feminine regalia. I'm always been a feminine being, and like that's just like how I best express myself. But I'm like, listen, I'm out all the time, and like I'm killing a dress and no one else is. Like the girls in the room are not doing it. Like they don't look cute. They're not dressed to any nines. So
now you're in competition with the girls. That's what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is I'm in competition with the girls. And so I'm always going to make sure I feel like I look better than the girls. So when I go out and I see what they have on, I can just hype myself up. Stop fucking playing with me. Stop playing with me. To sit here and say the girls are not wearing it, baby, they probably not wearing what you wear because we're not your size. Mr. Ma'am. We're not your size, honey. We wear the clothes you can't wear. And now you want to sit here and say, y'all not doing it. Might as well be me. Baby, you are clocky as fuck. I'm so sorry. If y'all don't know what that word means, that means like, baby, we can clock you. You're a man. You can't even cosplay a woman. You are a big ass man. And for you to sit here and try to compare yourself to the likes of women, it's really annoying. It's really annoying.
Yeah.
I love it.
Why do you love it? Why do you love it? This is not solidarity amongst trans women, gay men, and heterosexual women who they need allyship from the most. Carlos, I wish you would have been like, now come on now. Let's not compare ourselves. We don't have to, you look good, but the women look good and they're right. But why do you have to put down the women that you want to dress like? Look at this outfit. Honey boo boo. She wants to give feminine energy so bad. And it doesn't. B. Taylor. Hello, my girl. I took your advice. Hello. Welcome. Y'all get the likes up. I don't know where they at, but get them up. Let's continue to have a good time. But yeah, how dare you? And then the kiki after that, like, I'm sorry. Any woman that was supporting this person, stop. Because he don't support you.
You know what's so funny? Because obviously, so our parents are from Michigan. So your story I can relate to. And again, I'm obviously much older than you. I could be your older big brother, but I can relate.
You're almost the age as my brother.
Oh.
Are you 40?
Yeah.
Something? Yeah. He's
okay.
40 something too.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
So I get it, but I have this theory because my father, and I've said this publicly, and he's fine with it because I had to ask permission because I was like, I don't want you to think I'm gonna use my platform to blast you, and we're fine. But he was very, very much so like closed-minded, born in 1949 in Detroit, Michigan, and was like my black son, and I'm one of 6. I have 6 brothers.
Wow.
And it's 10 of us total.
Wow.
Right?
Oh my God, that's just like my dad's family.
So I'm saying it's so parallel. So he was just like, so I knew, unfortunately, that my femininity was not going to be accepted. And I have this theory about black mamas. because I feel like Black mama know they kids, child. And although I came out very late, I came out at 25.
Oh, wow.
That's not that bad.
Well, because well, nowadays, the girls are coming out, baby, at 7.
Yeah.
Right? Which I'm like, go right ahead. But my mom, very sweet, rest in heaven, she was like, you sure? And I said, girl, you knew. And she was like, well, didn't want to assume. And she was like, you going to tell your dad? Because he's been asking about it ever since you were 5 years old. He asked me every year.
Yeah, one thing about it, I listen, and talk about it, Robert. Hello. No man can be better than a woman, especially like in this way. We're literally comparing apples to freaking tangerine. It doesn't make any sense. But they're talking about how they came out, how it was very difficult. One thing I will advocate for is families embracing their children as who they are. I'm not a person that says you need to disown your kid because they may live a different lifestyle, have a different sexuality. Now, I understand there are boundaries, certain things you want to do, but I do think it's healthy to have like a form of healthy communication around these things. So a lot of young people don't feel, displaced, feel like they have to run to the streets or whatever the case may be. I think at the very least, a healthy conversation needs to be had, especially when it's younger kids that are feeling these things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all say you need to be disowned. Y'all, come on. Wait, what'd you say? I will never vampire no damn man to my mama, sister, wife, daughter, niece. Nah, exactly. Listen, I don't think disowning them helps, but I think the conversation needs to be had so they can feel confident, coming out, if you will, and then also allowing their parent or the person that has led them to that point to be transparent about how they feel about it. And trying to formulate a plan on how they should go through life. You know what I mean? I think that's worth the conversation. I hate when certain kids get family members that want to just completely shun them and not even have a conversation to figure things out first. I don't think that's helpful. Disowning them and doing away with them, I don't think that makes it better. You know what I mean? That can lead them down to a really dark path. It's just so many things to that. But I'm gonna let this play. Let's keep it going.
And I'm like, I'm not telling him. So I didn't tell him until much later. But I can relate to you in terms of like having parents who just wasn't really sort of like who got it. But when it comes to you, obviously, you're not just any kid. Your namesake says it all. Did you ever feel like the sort of like image you had to uphold being the namesake of your dad?
I think that's what they tried to teach me. That's what I was raised to believe that. But especially now, I'm free of all of that because like I said, it's like I've totally ripped myself away from anyone's namesake besides my own, And I don't even. E.J. Johnson specifically is the only person that I'm fully responsible for and fully looking out for, and that has given me so much peace. Like you have no idea. But I think in the beginning, especially like even when I'm stepping out into my own spotlight, it was still like a lot of that of trying to put me in that box as trying to make us like one unit. And like, I think I used to get really annoyed with that. And I hear about a lot of that, too, from other kids who are in the same predicament. And it weighs on them heavily.
Wait, I had to step away for 2 seconds. Hold on. Wait, what y'all say? He big as hell. Wait, Magnetar, do you agree with writing him out of the will? Did they do that? They didn't do that. Because as far as I can see, Magic Johnson is in full freaking support of his son. So is he? I don't think that's necessary. If you're asking me like would I don't think that's necessary. If that, because like for what? He's still gonna be gay with or without it. You know what I mean? He's still, you leaving him out the will is not gonna change anything. Keeping him in the will is not gonna change anything. You know? So I just don't think it's necessary, because it's like, why? What do you think is gonna happen when you do that?
Because it's like, you know, you can't find yourself when you have to look through look at your own life through the lens of somebody else. And so yeah, it was definitely like, I was brought up to believe that, but I definitely ripped myself away from that and let him do him and I'm doing me.
How did you feel when TMZ outed you back in, I want to say it was like 2013? And because when you think about it right now, it's so inappropriate because
yeah, it's very funny. It's funny because it's like, it definitely looked at now would be like highly inappropriate. Like you could never out someone like that. You know what I'm saying? But to me at the time, it was.
Wait a minute. Okay, y'all having some discourse in the chat. Let me see. Y'all saying that he should be left out of the will. You saying that he should be left out of the will and should not reap any benefits of his, you know, father's will or what have you, and things like that. But it's just like, what is that going to do? I heard somebody say, you should get it on your own. I mean, he has kind of created a lane for himself, no? Right? Like he kind of created a lane for himself, getting his own money, getting his own bag. Now, I'm sure his father opened a lot of doors or what have you, but I don't think if he is left out of the will that EJ Johnson is just going to be, you know, broke and destitute and ain't going to be able to live life the way that he's been living it. I don't know. I don't know what these people finances are, but I don't see the reason. I don't see the reason, like the impact it's going to have. You know what I mean? Like the real impact. What are you doing it to change what exactly, you know? But My Life Here Entertainment says most of the kids that grow in confusion get touched on. That should be the first question a parent should ask if their child feels a certain way. Hopefully the parent isn't the culprit. That's definitely something to think about. For sure. House of Hypocrites, what's going on? Shout out to you. Thank you for pulling up. Oh, and if y'all haven't, please get into House of Hypocrites. He is doing his thing, doing like a docuseries on Anton, and it is chef's kiss. I think I have a clip that we're going to play from one of them too when we get into Anton's segment, but make sure y'all are hitting him up and subscribing and go and check out that series because it is great. But let it keep it going. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I just don't see, you know, I understand, Alexander. I understand. It's unacceptable. But it's your child though. You know what I mean? Like it's your kid. It's your adult son or whatever. It may be an unacceptable lifestyle for you, but does that mean you go full throttle and say, no, you're done? No, you're not in this family anymore. I gotta sit and think about that one because I just think that's extreme and unnecessary, and I think that caused more harm than anything else. But let's keep going.
It's just like it just happened. Like I don't know. Like it was one of those overnight success moments. But like I was ready because I was living my life, so it wasn't like I was hiding anything. Like it wasn't scary in that instance to feel outed in that way because I was living my life to the fullest. Like I was like totally like.
Hold on. We got our first super chat. It's from my girlfriend. She said he's 10 feet tall, thinking he's better than women. I'm sorry. You're right. That's what pissed me off too. Because how dare you? How dare you even compare yourself to such? As big as you are, big burly Merly. Thank you so much for the super chat, sis. I appreciate you for being here. But you're right. Hey, boo.
Like out in the sun, you know, doing what I do. So like that wasn't, you know.
And then when I'm done with
that wasn't like, it didn't like hit me to the left because of that. I mean, obviously I would have liked to come into the public in my own way, would have been nice, but you know, I don't even think about it.
That's good though, because I remember at the time, and again, this is back in 2013, which of course seems like ages ago, but it was such a big deal. And
that's also one thing I didn't understand. I was like, why is this such a big deal?
It was, so you, well, and again, I'm glad that you have distanced yourself from that moment, but I remember, and again, in 2013, look, I believe I was openly gay. Like,
I'm going to fast forward just a little bit, y'all. Vibing with me. I want to get to the part where he talks about dating a straight man child, because what the it grinds my gears, because it's like the logic goes completely out the window. It goes completely out of the window. Because as a big old gay black man, how could you ever say that the men you date are not as gay as you, sir? I can't. I don't think I ever will.
Dissipated. You always just had this extreme confidence about yourself. And I was always curious, like, where did that come from? Because again, for a lot of...
Hold on, another super chat in the building. Thank you so much, Alexander Barnes. What is that? A super sticker, super chat? It's a super. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Alexander Barnes. You hold, where you from, Mr. Barnes? Because I got family with last name Barnes. Very, very, very close family. Shout out to you for being in the building. Thank y'all so much. Round of applause. 65 people in the building. Let's keep this thing going, child.
Black gay men who try to be themselves, we don't have that confidence oftentimes. But then for you, I'm like, he's in the spotlight, and you owned it, and you grabbed that torch, and you have blown out the fire ever.
I don't know. I think I like I said, I was like, I think I spent, when I was used to hang out with myself a lot, I'm just saying, like, I really, you know, really got to see myself fully, which is such a powerful gift. And right now, I mean, like, and even now it's like, I see myself like completely clear, you know, like they have that saying where they say, you know, other people can see you better than you can see yourself. But like, when you can see yourself better than everyone else can see you, you win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I always felt, and I always saw myself better, and like in my truest form, kind of a little bit better than everyone else. Now it's like completely better. The clarity is like through the roof. But at that time, I was still, you know, quite young. But yeah, like, I mean, I enjoyed being fabulous. Like when I was in college, that was my college time. And like, we dressed up and we went to the club and we went to the, you know, the most fabulous parties. And that's just like, you know, who I was. Like, that's just who I always loved to.
And here's the thing. I grew up with, I think they identify as trans now, but I had a best friend that I knew since like 8th grade. We went to high school together. We ended up going to college together. We were roommates, and he was fabulous. You know what I mean? You know, was one of them, right? Like when we would go to college events or parties, he would come as, you know, his name was a man's name, and when we went out, it was a lady's name. You know what I mean? I'm not putting nobody's personal business out. So it is a thing, and people didn't like shame him or anything. We were around a lot of heterosexual guys too, but he never tried to pedestalize himself over women. He embraced it, and I feel like what he's doing is trying to say, "Well, I'm better." And I'm better. And I know somebody was in the chat that was saying like, oh, they've always been in competition. Not all of them. That's why I said these new ones. Okay. These new ones got something going on. The OGs, they don't move like that.
To be, you know, and like, that was just very like, you know, of that time. And I mean, you need the confidence definitely needed the confidence to survive, you know. Now you can just have it, but at that time it's like you really needed it to like survive for sure. Because otherwise, like, you know, everyone's just going to like walk all over you, or, you know, like make fun of you or do whatever. And you know, I think it's just really important to, you know, to do that self-work, to find yourself, especially when, you know, you're not living in a conventional.
Baby, you ain't found shit. You ain't found. It's good to find yourself. You have yet to find, just based off of how you're talking, you ain't found nothing, baby. You're still seeking. You're still searching. Because the fact that you have, stop making me laugh in the chat. Gay confidence is nasty word, bro. Listen, I'm here for people being confident, but I don't think this is real confidence. Not when you have to continuously compare yourself to other people and bring other people down to lift yourself up. That ain't confidence. That's some bullshit. Okay? What's going on, Toby? Nice to see you in the building. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're sharing. Let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to move forward. I got to see where he gets to talking about who he date, child. Because, baby. No.
Way, or the way like society says that you should.
Is that when the E producers called you to do Rich Kids of Beverly Hills around that time?
It was a little bit later. But that happened really by chance. Like I actually, wait a minute. Like I wasn't a part of this. Like I just,
mind you, it wasn't like a job or a career, right?
Right.
But she watched The Real World and she told her friend like, I'm gonna be that. And her friend was like, what?
This was way before the brand deals. And, you know, that was actually my truth. And I love that part of it, because like that was actually out of all of it, I think was like the most truthful part. Was actually like mirrored my reality, because I really was trying to figure myself out, and like that scene reflected it.
Do you are there pronouns that you go by today, or how do you identify your sexuality?
I just say call me EJ as much as possible.
Okay.
You know, it's like pronouns I don't really like he, but like I've also trained myself not to get upset when other people use it, which I think is very important. Because you're giving your power away when you lose it. You know, you give words too much of personal power. You know, they is fine, you know, whatever. She is cool. Like
that would be actually hilarious. That would be hilarious if Druski, we got one. We got one for you. We need a skit. We need to go ahead and hit up Druski and be like, yo, if don't nobody need a skit before this year's out, it's that would be so gosh darn funny. I can't even hold you.
I'm really not a stickler about it. I think for me, it was really just going on the journey to make sure that I wasn't like spinning out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I'm being misgendered, when especially a lot of the times people don't do it with an ill intention.
Who can misgender you, sir? Sir. Bro. Who you listen, that pronoun stuff, it be wearing me out. Listen, I get it. Are they, them, there, he, she, twinkle star, where you are. But baby, y'all gonna wear me out. You are a boy, Damon. There's no misgendering you. Stop putting all this pressure on people who are just living their normal lives, see you as a man, and acknowledges you as such. Don't misgender me. There's no way we can do that. Big guy. You are literally a jolly green giant. There's no getting what your gender is confused. I mean, right?
Some people do.
And I feel like you know when it's ill intended.
Yes.
There's a tone.
Yes, there's a tone, and they'll keep repeating it.
Yeah.
They'll keep saying man or bro too many times, and I'm like, I'm not your bro. Like,
but you are a bro. Hello? But you are. You're literally one of the bros. You're big as fuck. You could yeah, you over. Let me calm down.
You know, but it's usually just somebody you're never going to see again, so who cares? But yeah, like I said, I was like always a deeply feminine being, and like, you know, that's really all that matters to me. You know, it's like I'm extremely happy in this body. Like I love my skin. I love waking up and being me every day. Like it's a beautiful thing. Like to walk into the, you know, bathroom and see yourself in the mirror, and you're just like that bitch. Like yes, like it's that for me right now. And so like, you know, I'm just living it. You know, I'm just loving it.
One of the biggest storylines on your spinoff was, you know, you and your sister liking the same guy.
Honestly, that is ultimately what got the show picked up. But also, you know, in terms of the gender and sexualities and stuff like that, it was very important because that happens. You know, I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like it's just not a thing.
Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Miss the nigga. Okay? Miss nigga. Or whatever you want to call yourself. Eej. Baby. You are a gay man. Okay? The gayest. All right? And that's okay. If there is another man that finds you attractive, he's also gay as fuck. What we talking about? Like, what? Look at his face. Even he's like, nah, bitch, I know you lying. And that's what I'm saying. Like, these interviewers, they be so scared to ask the real questions. Like, come on now. How was these men that date you not gay like you? Lift your glasses, ladies and gentlemen. Lift them.
Tell me more about that.
You know, it's just, I think like if you ask any of the girls, like they'll tell you the same. And I think they're just labels. You know, that's what, like, I don't care what, you know, like I'm dating someone. I'm like, I don't care what you identify as or what you call yourself, as long as you're happy being who you are. But no, to be honest, it's like, that's why I don't go to gay clubs. I don't go to, you know, gay things, because it's like the men that I attract are not there. And also like, they're like, you know, they kind of like wave you off. You're just like, oh, that, you know, hey girl, like, you know, it's not, you're not.
So what you're saying is you don't go to gay clubs or gay parties because you like to be in a room with in a regular party, and you think those men that are approaching you are straight. Baby, what you just told us is that you attract down low men. Yeah. You attract niggas that play in the closet. Yeah. That aren't fully confident. And you just said that was a whole contradiction. You just said, I don't care what you identify as long as you're happy with yourself. Do you really think a man that's approaching you in what to be deemed as a straight club is happy with themselves if they're not identifying themselves as gay? Because what you're attracting are gay men, baby. That's a gay man. That's a homosexual in a non-gay environment. They be out here. Call yourself the DL Slayer then. But don't be out here trying to claim all the men. Talking about, yeah, the straight one. No. Accountability in 5. Cut it the fuck out. Absolutely not.
Not in here like the rest of us are. You know, it's just, it's always, but it's, I never really understood it until now, because before when I would go and I just was like, there's something about this room. It's like, it's almost like they don't want me here. Like I'm not really in it here because I'm not presenting as a man. I'm not presenting in that way.
And to be clear, the gay community room.
Yeah.
Of your own community. Yeah.
But it's not like a shameful thing or just like, oh, they're mean to me. But it's like, these are not my men in terms of attraction. Now, if I'm just going to have a kiki, sure. But like, these are not the men that are interested in me.
And that's probably because they clock your tea. They clock your tea. You go around the real confident gays, they be like, bye, girl. Burl, boy, girl, Burl, bye. Because they probably don't take you seriously because you probably come in with like this delusional energy thinking that you're a woman, right? And they probably just they don't take you seriously. But it's not that they don't like you. They probably just they don't believe you. You know what I mean? Like they feel that nasty energy that I'm feeling right now. I don't like it. What's going on, Nice Lair? Thank you for being here. I see you. Thank you for joining. Kiera in the building with the super chat. Thank you so much. Kiera, am I saying your name right, beautiful? I'm sorry. I think it's Kira. Kira Cherie. This is a very dangerous game Miss Mamas is playing. Talk about it. This is also why it's hard for people to empathize with trans women. Not only are you in denial that you date gay men, but you also in here putting down heterosexual women. Like, boy, forget you. At this point, you know what I mean? That don't make no damn sense.
In that capacity, I do that when I go to the straight rooms.
So, so has it always been that way for you in terms of when it comes to men? Has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you?
This is hilarious. If he's a top, that's a heavy top. That's a heavy top. Niggas beware. Because if EJ is climbing, could you imagine him climbing on? And if he's a top, I know he's going for the small guy. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Niggas beware.
Or somebody who, has been intimate and dating, women for most of their life or like up until then. For sure. Absolutely. It has always been that way, but now it's like even more so now that I definitely present in more of a feminine way, because also like, it's like my energy is that.
Have your newfound, not newfound, that's what I'm to use, has your sort of like, I like to call it a rebirth, because I feel like even talking to you now, you're like you said earlier, look, I know who I am. I love how I see in the mirror. I am shedding all of whatever I was there back then, who I am now. Has that cultivated a stronger relationship with your parents, or has it been challenging for you there too, just being, how you are now?
No, definitely not challenging. I think everything, honestly, in this era of my life has become so much easier. But even I told them on my birthday in June that I was like, we're not doing he, we're not doing man, we're not doing gay. Like, and it was very freeing. And also it just was, it just was like,
but like, why not? This is what I don't understand. They're so confident and so sure of themselves, but you don't want to keep it real about what you are. You are a man. You are a dude. You're a bro that wears ladies' clothes. That's okay. But why we gotta be delusional with you? Now you want everybody else to tiptoe around you and forget that you're a whole ass 8'7" man, trying to present as a lady. And now we gotta watch our mouth. Let me say something. So, like career wise, 9 to 5 wise, right? I do store management, store operations for retail stores, right? And one place that I worked was the first experience that I had with that pronoun shit, right? Mind you, it was a staff full of women. A staff full of women. And I probably shouldn't be calling them women because they were not identifying themselves as such. I'm talking about one of them was like, yeah, I prefer they. Mind you, I'm just being a manager, managing shit. And I'm like, yeah, so and-so is going to be here at this time. And then she's going to do this. And then me saying she, right, to a person that identifies as a they, which I never understood that shit because they is plural. You're a singular person. But you want me to do all this mental gymnastics to call you everything but what you are because that makes you feel validated. And my thing is, if you are so confident, why do you need all this external validation from everybody else to constantly reaffirm what you are? It should be, if somebody call you a man, so what? I know what I am. I know what I identify as. I'm talking about they want to take your job away from you if you get that pronoun wrong. It's crazy. Be yourself, but I shouldn't have to change who I am, right, in order for you to be who you are. Okay? Like, this is what bothers me. I want to support, but damn. Now I gotta be delusional with you. Now I gotta fake the funk with you. I don't like that. Just be real. Just be real.
I wasn't like, I'm not, and it's very important, I think, too, when you're, and I hate the term coming out, but I think when you're telling people about who you are telling them. I'm not looking for acceptance. I'm not looking for your validation. I am telling you what's going down. And
you are looking for validation. You are. Because what's going down is that there's a man in front of us. And you want to convince us that it's not. And you're mad that sometimes everybody's not picking up on it right away. Everybody's not. That's a learning curve. Like, to regular people that are just black and white, man and woman. Now you want us to they, them, their, you. You know what I mean? Like, it gets confusing. Y'all, and if I could say anything to this community, give people grace. Don't be so ready to fight because y'all all of a sudden want to change all of the world just so this is about validation. This is. Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't matter to you. You can present yourself and say, yes, I identify as this, I identify as that, this is my name, whatever the case may be. Okay, cool. But to people that has been known you as a whole ass man and they slip up and call you he or him when they're referring to you, give people grace. That shit ain't gonna stick right away. All right? At least not for millennials on down. The Gen Zers and before them, I'm sure they get it, they got it. But baby, to the real grown folks, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm gonna play a little bit more of this and then we're gonna move on.
And yeah, we had that conversation and it was, it was very easy because I just told them, flat out, like I was like, this is, who I am and this is how we're moving and grooving and going forward. And
hey, Sharon, I see you in the building. Thanks for pulling up. We gotta reconnect. We gotta do a show together or something. So just keep that in mind. I want to reach out. I'm gonna be reaching out soon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you share, comment, subscribe, do all of the things for Auntie, okay?
Even like son, I was like, the world tried to give me that label, like Magic Johnson's son. And I was like, well, he's dead. And now there is Miss Thing. Like,
and that's what I don't like. So now you got to kill yourself? I'm a son. He's dead now. Imagine a parent. How do you expect it? So now you want your parents to kill off their son. And now you're a Miss Thing? That's not even a gender. That's literally just like a phrase, a Miss Thing, or whatever the case may be. That's so extreme to me. They're dead now. That person is dead now. No, that person is still here. And the fact that y'all want everybody to pretend that you're no longer with us, that shit crazy as hell. I'm gonna wrap this shit up.
We're not doing that either. So, it wasn't like a big conversation, but I think what I loved about it was so easy, because we just said it and they were like, oh, okay. We'll do our best to understand that.
I'm beaming right now.
Yeah.
I bet you could tell because
Okay. Well, they're having their little kiki moment of them coming out and things like that. And that's great. You got the support that you need. But baby, don't be putting that shit on everybody else. All right? Don't do that. Y'all don't run the whole freaking world where everybody else got to conform to your mindset now because you're in your head thinking that, oh, yeah, I look like a man. I speak like a man, but I want to present myself as a woman. And if y'all don't think that I'm a woman, then you're violent towards me. I've heard the craziest things. If you don't use the pronouns, that's violence towards them. Stop with the dramatics. Okay? Just stop. Like that makes no sense to me. But anyway, again, thank y'all so much for being here. Let's move on. I hope you're having a good old time. Let's get into the Mickey freaking interview that, well, you know what? I wanted to talk about Chilli too, because that was very interesting. That right there was very interesting, but maybe we'll wait to last because this segment is a little bit longer. So I want to get into the video of Anton's, his brothers have a podcast. Can you believe it? Anton's real family members have a broadcast, and they said some things about y'all friend, y'all boy, Anton Daniels. You know what I'm saying? And I thought a few things was very interesting, right? Couple things were happening in this interview, right? They were reviewing him. They were reviewing Anton at Corey Holcomb. They were giving some feedback. Let's just see what they got to say. And then I'll give my commentary. Machine, how you doing? Stop the foolishness. Didn't you just get here? What foolishness are you experiencing right now? I'm confused. And if that is the case, you could see your way out, boo. Wouldn't want to take all the little brain cells that you have left. Thank you so much for being here and engaging, though. So let's get into this What Up, Doe pod talk. This is featuring Anton's family members. I think these are his family members, and I think his brother is going to call in. Right? So let me move this timestamp up to where they get into the conversation about Anton.
You come and talk.
That's right. Hold on one second. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much. Let's see.
And that's the problem with this society. That's the problem with.
And mind you, I don't see how these people are related to Anton, because these sound like some real dudes, solid dudes, super humble, very cool, logical, understanding, empathetic, compassionate. They make sense. And that's probably why Anton don't like them. That's why Anton don't be fooling with them, because you can't fake the funk in front of these guys. No, not in front of these guys. They're gonna tell you about yourself. Didn't Anton say that he got whooped at the last Thanksgiving gathering? Didn't he say that? Maybe this is why. Let's get into it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
Whether or what, but something's going on. I got the audio stuff fixed, though.
Okay. So what's your opinion on it, Dirty?
My thing is this, man. I want to talk about the relationship.
Oh, I think their stream. That ain't me this time. I think their stream was like glitching a little bit. Hold on.
This be. See, I'll be around. See, I'll be.
Oh, it just glitched. Okay, so then they play the video. Hold on.
See, I'll be around bitches and they tell me about myself all the time.
I remember this.
No. That shit don't hurt no feelings. It's probably better this way.
Because I just proved my point.
Be down. So you proved the point. Homie, just gone, man. Just gone, man. You gone.
I'm about to jet.
You didn't get.
I'm about to jet. Anton cannot leave without that last word. He like, bye, be gone. I'm about to jet. Just leave, Ton Dog. Get up out of there.
Get this before. Get your bitch ass the. Hey, homie. All right, I'm out. Get your bitch ass the fuck on and walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch, nigga. Walk over there with your bodyguard and your bitch.
You proved my point.
I got shit to do.
You're right.
Don't bring bitches up here, dog, that you ain't finna stand on. Remember I told you that. Ooh. If you got a bitch with you, explain the bitch. Don't ask her to be on my show, nigga. Can she be on the show? I don't know that bitch, nigga. Ooh. Now get your whole ass the fuck on and pay for your pussy like you got to. Cake ass nigga. And go.
I ain't seen this clip in a long time. I forgot how hard he was going, but also fuck Corey too. And like I said, when I first was covering this, don't get it twisted. Corey and Anton are the same person. Those are the same guys. Okay? Same dude, different fonts.
Get you a bodyguard because the nigga be done slap the shit out your bitch ass. I got shit to do. I ain't finna follow that nigga out the door. I am who I say I am. I stand on it. Fuck a friend. Arguing because I'm right. See, I'll be around bitches and they tell me arguing because I'm right.
And you could tell his brothers, you know, they uncles for real. The way they edit this podcast. Hold on, let me go forward. Shout out to them though. They doing their thing. All right, so they were reviewing that clip, and let's see what they had to say about it. Very interesting stuff. And then I think I'm going to play a clip from House of Hypocrites.
I feel like once you do that,
but in war, it's casualties of war.
Man, that's what casualties.
Man, kids on camera like that. That's very disrespectful.
Because I feel like once you do that,
but in war, it's casualties of war.
Man,
that's what casualties of war. And Corey Holt, he don't give a fuck about Anton at all. His kids, his family, or nothing. So of course, like when he did that, it didn't shock me.
It didn't me either because he's ignorant like that. But let me tell you, I went back and watched the episode after that. Corey stated he know what the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
He posted it on purpose because he want this. He said, I'm doing this on purpose. Come see me if you want to. Now I'm talking about your wife and your daughter. Right. And I'm here. You know where I'm at. All that. So it's like he knew what he was doing. I understand your concern about it. You think that nobody kids or wife into something. But when you don't know this person and you're in a fight, I'm gonna say I ain't gonna hit dirty with this lamp, cuz
I'm gonna knock your ass.
I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to win.
I agree with that.
I'm gonna knock your ass out with whatever I can grab. Bro.
So, and you gotta understand this. Why I want people to know that the difference. Why I say I wasn't shocked about Corey. Everybody know how he is. So how you all shocked that what he did is shocking?
Right. It's different if we fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let's say if me and Dice get into a fight right now. I ain't about to grab no camera and hit him.
It's a difference.
And try to kill him. Like we gonna tussle it out or whatever like that. But I'm not gonna. You know, we gonna try not to take it so
to that
far.
Right.
You understand? But
right.
if me and Dice don't know that man over there and he starts some trouble with us, we gonna whoop his ass and we grabbing his tape.
And that's how it's supposed to be. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not disputing any of that, bro. I'm talking about the 10-year-old little girl who now got to face the backlash, man.
And she wasn't 10. But I feel you.
You gotta know what you're getting into.
Gotta know what you get.
And I feel you because although she wasn't that young, she was still a minor. And I said it before when we first was covering this. I thought it was completely inappropriate to put that child up on the internet. Da, 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 da. However, we're talking about Corey freaking Holcomb. All right, a comedian from Chicago. It ain't safe. Nobody's safe. When niggas like, and he's also a dirtbag. You know what I mean? That he admits he's a self-proclaimed dirtbag. So once you cross him, you already know what time it is. But let's continue to listen to what they say, because there's something in particular that I want to talk about.
That's why you got to be careful what you say to people. You know what I'm saying?
Not say, act, do everything, because some people just do it because.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to understand, like, they beefing.
Yeah.
He doing, like he said, your family ain't off limits.
Ain't nobody off limits.
That's what I'm trying to say about what hurt me. Is I never would have thought Anton would have had an interview with him anyway, because that's
I don't know
not
what
even
the purpose.
Your lane.
Yeah, I don't know what the purpose was of how he went.
So that's why.
Okay, so let's pause it right there. So they're all like confused, right? They're all confused, and they're saying like, why would you even go there? It's not your lane. Why are you even over there? There's a video somewhere. Listen, I don't be going through all of his stuff, but I know there's a video somewhere of Anton saying that he was trying to like come up with some type of scandal, right? Some type of viral moment that he could ride out for the whole year. Y'all remember that? Somebody find it and send it to me. I'll play it. I didn't have the time to go search it. Didn't get post 80 videos a day. All right. I just don't have that type of time. But there is definitely a video of him saying, like, I want to like planning on it. So what better way to get that viral moment than to go onto a podcast that you don't even have respect for? He also is on record saying that he already knew Corey wasn't intellectually, equipped for him, whatever that means. Because I don't think Anton is that intellectually smart or any of that. But he also said, I knew he wasn't going to be on nothing. I knew what I was walking into. Damn near called Corey dumb. But he did that anyway. So that's why he pulled up. That's why he did it. He's like, I could get a moment off this goofy nigga. That's what Anton was thinking, right? Got your ass played though.
I was trying to figure out what was the original connection on why they was having an interview anyway. Yeah. Because you got a comedian that's always been like how he is.
Anton's not a comedian.
No, and that's what shocked me. Why would you challenge him? And you know you're not funny. He gonna come if you trying to attack a comedian.
He said you're not funny. and you're right. He's not. Have you ever heard Anton try to tell a joke? He literally will tell a joke and he will be the only one laughing at it. Everybody else would be like, what? That didn't land the way you thought it would. My good sir. Funny is not his lane at all.
He's gonna come with joke material. You don't have no material. Well, here's another thing. It's just like if you can compare it to some street shit, right? You can compare this to some street shit. If you get with a drug lord, if a woman get with a drug lord kingpin, right? And this man murdered kids, family, all type of shit, and then okay, now she like him because of his money. He buying her all this kind of shit, and taking care of her kids and all that kind of shit. So when she get in the car with this man, and his ops come and his enemies come and shoot that car up and kill all her kids.
He was getting real dark and deep right here, y'all. He was trying to make like a comparison, like this comes with the territory if you deal with certain people, and then he just went on a tangent about if a woman date a drug dealer and he been killing kids, and you don't be surprised if you get shot up too. That took a little bit of a turn. I ain't gonna hold you.
He and her live. She all fucked up from it. That's your fault, baby, because you entertain a drug dealer.
Yeah, that comes with it.
That comes with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times people got to be careful of what they entertain. You understand what I'm saying? So you entertaining a comedian, right?
Ignorant comedian.
An ignorant ass comedian that don't hold no punches. The minute you shoot your shot at him, he's going to come harder. So you got to kind of know what you're doing. And
But that's why I was saying I didn't understand the interview at all from the beginning, regardless before it got to the argument and all that talking. I was thrown off with Anton having an interview with him, period.
Being on that platform.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from.
It didn't make sense.
Yeah. What up, though? What up, though? It's Dirt Dog. Talk to me. Say something good.
Okay.
Hey, Dirt Dog and the crew.
Oh, okay. So this is the woman that called in. I'm gonna fast forward it here and get to the next call where I believe Anton's actual brother called in, and then they're going to start talking about his daughter, because there's something that is put out right now that I called months ago when we first talked about it. I said something's very suspicious about how his daughter is so distraught within hours and in therapy within hours. We'll get to it. I was right though.
What up, though? What up, though?
Regardless on what we both of them think.
Ignorant you are, you got to care. You got to still be smart and professional.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
You don't want to
2 weeks ago, Dirty said, I can't, that let us know something wrong with us too. That's why I know we got to do this mental health thing, because something mentally got to be wrong with us to do that.
No,
like,
I feel like we are real men.
You wasn't here, Tez, if you was been there for that.
What
I feel like we real men, man. Like I think that come from being real men. Like we not weak
Tell them
men.
what you did, Dice.
I don't air.
Okay, my bad.
I feel like we not weak men. At least we can, you know what I'm saying? We'll come on the show, calm down, and then guess what? After the show,
real.
You know what, Dice, man? My bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had time to really think about it, dog.
I'm glad you said, remember we was at the other studio. And so I thought it was cool.
He definitely supposed to say it.
Okay, here we go.
Fuck you
It's a good thing we.
He said it to him like 3 times.
Man, that.
Yes, I don't play the B-boy. You was like, oh, okay,
here we go.
I was like, when we finished, I said, Tez, I don't play the B-boy. You was like, oh, my bad. I do that with my other friends. So I thought it was cool with you. And I said, no. And once I said it to you, we was good. So once he said that to him, and he said, bro, I don't play them games. Don't say that to me no more.
Yeah.
He said it to him like 3 times.
Man, that nigga should have said it again, nigga. He should have said, nigga, you suck dick. Flat out.
What's up, Bear?
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. You really about that life? Say that shit again. Stand on it. He said it. You sucked it. He said, say that shit again. Never said it again, though. Never. If you were really about, because let me tell you something. Tell me, if I said it once, I'll say it again. Because I said what I said. I said what I said, and I know what I said. And if I said something that I know is going to invoke a certain type of reaction, I'm not afraid of what that reaction again. Yeah, I'll say it again. You suck dick. He ain't do that, though. Why y'all think that is?
What's up, cuz?
What up, though? It's a good thing we all wasn't there.
Now, I'm going to tell you like this. You are absolutely right.
Yo, because I would have said it.
Like, when he said that, he definitely supposed to say it. Nigga, fuck you, you nigga.
I told Anton if that nigga do a show here, we all should wear shirts to his show. Say, you suck dick, Corey. Just for calling out my niece like that, bro.
Why, can I ask you a question?
But Bear, I mean, ain't no when you got war of words. I mean, Corey ain't wrong for you know what I'm saying, going about it the way he wanted to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we men.
No, he not.
You know what I'm saying? We men. We men. Ain't no rules to the shit. Corey don't know him, don't have no personal relationship with him.
Corey just said he was here in Detroit.
He is. The only reason why we feel that way is because Anton family.
Right.
We know him.
Right. We all gonna be biased about it, but still.
But the thing is,
we gotta be.
But what we talking about too, what I don't like about it is still 2 black men.
Right.
I agree.
Tearing each other down. Going
successful black men.
Successful. They some reason people get all the way to the top and find a way to just tear down, because even not, like I said, we know how Corey is.
Yeah.
Everybody do. It's not shocking. But when it comes to Anton, I'm blown away because you don't mix oil with water. You're a professional politician, or however your podcast is.
Well, he not done.
No. Not a politician. Not a professional politician. He is a YouTuber. Mastered YouTube. I will give him that. As far as keeping himself in the algorithm, you know, gaining a lot of money off of the content that he does. But come on now.
Done yet. Trust me, he ain't done.
But still in all, if we had to put on them Anton shirts and go fuck Corey up tonight, you know what I'm saying? If that's something we had to do, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta be, yeah.
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I'll stand 10 toes down for Famo Anton, you know what I'm saying? If that's what needs to be done, you know what I'm saying? If the phone call was
let me ask you a question.
And the craziest shit, bro, is I'm surprised. You know, I grew up in the house with Anton. You know, I'm surprised he didn't say it again. Like, nigga, you suck dick. What is you gonna do?
You gotta understand, he's not the Anton you grew up in the house with.
Right.
He's a totally different Anton now. He's professional. He's a millionaire.
Yeah.
If he would have got sued, they both thinking about getting the part. Something would have jumped off. They could sue each other. He ain't.
Yeah.
When we younger, of course, some stuff you're not gonna let slide. You
Right.
going off what you knew from back in the day.
Yeah.
That he's not that person no more.
Well, understand this.
and then
Corey gonna be a little, his mind gonna be a little shook his next show here.
He was just here today.
He was just here today.
You know?
He's still
Was
here
it?
He here right now.
Dang.
That man, he ain't scared of shit. That man ain't scared of nothing. What does he got to be afraid of? He fuck with. He got a whole Detroit
Here's
following
another
here.
thing.
He got a lot of friends here too.
Watch. Wait. Let me say something. Hey, I got a question. Now we all fuck with Anton, right?
Yes.
But
Right.
do the majority of Detroit?
No.
That's
no,
my point.
the majority of not the
What you
hood
mean?
black.
Do the
Detroit
majority of Detroit
fuck with
fuck with
Anton?
Anton?
We
Why?
fuck with because he family.
Why? Well,
He
so
said
hold on.
Because they say.
What is the reason why? Because
Tell him.
I like a lot of the material. I
We
don't.
family to him.
But
We
here's
understand
the
and accept.
thing. I don't watch. I can't say I go on his YouTube and watch everything he do. But I do catch clips on Instagram and a lot of the stuff he say. I ain't gonna say I like everything he say.
Right.
But some
But
of the
he be
things-
on point
for
with
a lot of the
stuff.
shit he be saying. It be on
But
point.
then why do
But
you
a
go
lot
why-
of-
why
I need to know what be on point. I need to know. I need them to do a show on all the videos that Anton was on point on. I'm not saying that Anton didn't have some things to say. There are certain things I may have agreed with him on, but for the most part, what does he have good to say about the community? All I always have heard was regurgitated racist rhetoric. That's it. Like the thoughts aren't of his own. They come from, you know, racism. You know, black people, they just gonna buy Jordan. Black people are lazy. Black people are told what to do. I don't. What are the good things that he's ever said? Has he?
people say they don't like him?
Because what they said about him talking
Because
against the
his
black,
views.
he's a Republican.
Oh,
and
he a
most of his-
Republican.
yeah. And what he speak about against
a Trump supporter.
He speak against the black community. You
Oh,
know what
yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why Corey made the reference of
Yeah.
these white people.
Yes, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
Hey,
okay.
Theo.
Wow.
Yeah, he said forget reparations
yeah.
and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So
Wow.
people, a lot
Oh,
of black
shit.
Yeah,
Now-
that's real. Yeah.
oh, wow.
Hello, this is what I'm saying. Anti-black, anti-black progressive movements, anti-black everything. Where's the good in his rhetoric as a black man? Y'all can do whatever y'all want to do politically, but if you are still finding a way to support this current president without seeing the damage that he is doing onto this country, still trying to find a way to deflect off of his actions and blame other people that aren't even in power right now, something ain't right. And that's what you call a cult, just so you know.
I mean, you
Yeah.
will fuck with the black community mind by saying shit like
Yeah.
that.
So,
You know what I'm
but
saying? We
this the
actively
thing,
support you.
and let's
And
say
Zeke
this.
came out against him.
But this,
Whoa!
but this the thing too.
Zeke said some shit about who? Corey?
Anti.
So, but listen, this
Are
the
you
thing. Just
serious?
like with us, nobody is all right. Cuz you can hang up. You should have been here. You said
Shut
you was
up,
coming and didn't
nigga.
show up. You should have been here on the
Whoa.
couch. We love you.
You always talking shit.
I know. I love you. I was
I
like,
love
I
you
told
too.
you I missed you. Wanted to see you. You
What-
said
what-
you was
I
coming
know.
and lied.
I know.
Real
No.
quick, what did Zeke say?
I don't know. I ain't see.
Look at that bromance. I'm trying to get to the part where he asked about his daughter. Okay, that's what we're leading up to.
Right. I want to hear that.
You talking about from
Well, keep watching. You don't got to be on the
New
phone to hear.
New Era Detroit, Z?
Yeah.
So New Era Detroit,
I guess Anton was repping Detroit hard, saying that he from Detroit and he do shit for Detroit. From what I understand, and Zeke had an opposing view to that, saying that he don't believe that's not true. So I don't know exactly what Zeke said, but I'm privy to some.
But let me say this.
That's kind of
though.
disappointing.
And let me say this though, because neither one of them are wrong, right?
Right.
The way Anton do his thing is the way he do it. Everybody is not going to follow and like him.
Right.
Same with Corey. You think just as many people who don't like Corey, it's a lot of people who love him. They accept him the way he is.
True story.
When you accept people for who they are, you cannot be shocked on their actions on when you come at them a certain way. That's why I'm saying when Anton,
but that nigga Corey did do the puffy.
Still on the phone, bro.
That nigga did do the puffy. He said he didn't hit that girl, and then the video came out. He hit that girl.
Yeah.
True.
Corey.
We bye, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
I'll call you when we leave.
All right.
But listen, that's like here with us, right? Everybody don't like our show. Everybody don't agree to what we say.
Hold on. Okay,
we
you
talk
know what?
about
This is a
topics that
perfect
who
segue.
all watch. They don't agree to everything we talk about. So people gonna have their opinion. That's fine. And when you saying the thing about Corey coming to Detroit and because of what him and Anton, that's they beef. That's not a Detroit beef with Corey.
Yeah.
Everybody is not gonna ride with that. They don't like Corey. They just don't like Corey.
Yeah, because you got some.
He
some
didn't
people,
disrespect Detroit.
Yeah.
In no kind of way.
That's not what I'm.
Okay, this is a good segue because I don't know. I thought the him talking about his daughter was coming up, but this is perfect. I can go ahead and play the video from House of Hypocrites because he honed in on it perfectly. Okay. And we're gonna talk about it. Make sure y'all go over to House of Hypocrites and see his freaking docuseries right now because it is so good. It is so good. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, so let's hear House of Hypocrites review real quickly, and let's get the little tidbit that they said about his daughter because I called it. I called it. Long time.
Anton Daniels' older brother just revealed something to us that I was already suspecting. When Anton Daniels and Corey Holcomb got into it, Corey Holcomb ended up saying this about Anton's daughter.
That's the air up there, nigga. Look, nigga, let me tell you something. Don't make no more kids gonna be buying pussy like you after a while. If you don't know, don't ever brag on no mother what you ain't got. Don't nobody want no kids with you. Don't nobody want no kids with you.
God.
Anton Daniels, he seen this. Then he did an entire live stream about how his daughter melts.
Hold on. Let me address this real quick. Thank y'all so much for being here. We got 80 people in the building. 80 people. Let's go. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 100? Either way, make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're sharing, you're subscribing. King Pick says, do you think Anton's brother is jealous of his success? I didn't get jealousy. I did not get jealousy. I didn't get jealousy. You know, I got a little bit of confusion, wondering what this dude is actually on. Whatever the case, I didn't get jealousy from that. Is that what y'all got? Let me know in the chat. Do y'all think that his brothers, because to me, it didn't seem like those men were jealous. They were calling it a spade, like real niggas do. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Y'all tell me.
mental health is affected by this incident. But what his older brother is going to say in this video is going to contradict what Anton Daniels told the entire world.
What up, though? This is Dre.
Let me ask you something. Is it seriously? Is it affecting Anton's daughter, or is that just cap?
No, it didn't affect. From what I know, she don't know anything about it. No, it didn't affect. From what I know, she don't know anything about it. No, it didn't affect. From what I know, she don't know anything about it.
This is House of Hypocrites so damn funny. Exactly. I called it weeks ago when we first talked about this. I pulled up the video. We reviewed it, and I remember him saying, you know, the day after the whole situation happened, and Corey pulled up his daughter's picture and roasted her and all that. Remember, you guys, remember, the Corey Holcomb show airs super late at night, right? It airs like after 10 o'clock, right? During the week. So we got to think, how affected could his daughter actually been, right? Could his daughter actually have been if there was only a small time frame of when that show aired to her then being impacted so much that you got to drag the girl out of school, immediately put her into therapy, talking about she can't do her sports anymore, she can't do this, she can't do that anymore. I call bullshit from the start. Because there's no way. The kid is in high school. The kid is in high school. School started at what time? 7, 8 a.m.? How the hell was Corey Holcomb's show in that particular segment circulating so vastly in her friend group, in her peer group, where you had to do all this drama and pull her out of school and shit? It was bullshit from the start. And I said it before, he's using his daughter to deflect off of him. Now he's a victim. Go back to my video that says Anton a victim now. That's where I talk about it. Because ain't no freaking way you're going to sit here and try to convince your audience that within hours, all of that impacted your daughter, and now she can't go to the Olympics now. Now she can't go on her sports. And I knew it was bullshit even more because the day after that, he came on his live stream, Millionaire Morning Show, showing off his gifts, showing off his shoes, didn't mention his daughter not once. Remember, daughter's distraught. Daughter, I can't believe she's impacted like this. We don't know what's going to happen. Totally different mood switch the very next day. It was bullshit from the start. And his own brother, his own family members just confirmed that girl didn't even know nothing about it. So why is Anton such a goddamn... Huh? And then now you got to pull your kid into it and try to pump it up as if, oh my God, this impacted her so much. Why would Corey Holcomb show even be in her algorithm? Are you monitoring what she's watching, what she's engaging in? And the timeline just don't make no fucking sense, bro. It doesn't make sense. She wouldn't have been able to see that when it aired, and it wouldn't have that much of an impact within hours of it happening. Like, stop it. Cut the cap.
Now, before they finish, this is Anton Daniels' brother podcast, or at least he's a host of it. And these men that's sitting on this couch are childhood friends and basically uncles, nephews, and cousins. So they know Anton personally for years. And even before Anton was born, some of these gentlemen knew his family. But before they finish, let me show y'all what Anton...
Hold on. I love this comment. Hiding behind a girl, and yet Anton talks about masculinity. Talk about it. George Golden, talk your shit. Exactly. He couldn't wait to put a woman in front, a girl in front, to shield him from the backlash, but then used her and lied on her. His own daughter. I told y'all this. I said it doesn't matter if it's his daughter, if it's his wife, anybody around him, he is going to use and dispose of for his benefit. Even his own daughter. Let me tell you something about a narcissist. They don't give a goddamn. All right? They need to be in close proximity to their children just for their own personal gain and benefit and their ego. Has nothing to do with how loving they are to their daughter, how much they want to protect her. No, because he ain't protect shit. if you would have protected your daughter, Corey Holcomb wouldn't have been able to get at her. Right? Talk your shit, George. That's exactly how I felt. Like you lying and then using your daughter to like incite sympathy from people. It's crazy.
Daniels was saying about his daughter to add context for people who haven't seen it or to refresh your memory.
My focus right now is trying to figure out the psychological damage, impact, and trauma.
Y'all remember this? Look at him. I was clocking it from the jump. The eye sways, the even after he would say, like, my daughter's distraught, the way he would lean back and kind of see what the chat will react, how they will react. There's no real emotion there. This is all a play. This is all a show.
That has been done to my daughter. I pulling her out of school, early therapy, making sure that she is protected, trying to see what the fallout will be as far as her having to be removed from some of her competitions because of a lot of different things, including online bullying and psychological damage. There's a lot of fallout from what happens to my daughter's life because she is so accomplished. She has
and it's like he couldn't wait to do this story. He saw that as an opportunity. He wasn't offended by Corey Holcomb putting his daughter up there. He like, yes, another opportunity. That's sick as hell. That's sick as fuck. To use your daughter, not to try to shield her away from any of this, but used it as an opportunity to try to make yourself look like the Papa Bear that you're really not. That you're really not. It's sick.
Some of the greatest schools in the United States of America that has been seeking her out, scholarships, her to join the team. She is on track to be a United States Olympian. She's supposed to be possibly in the next Olympics. And I don't know how damaging this is to her psyche. I don't know. Who knows? This can be a lifetime of damage. We don't know what butterfly effect things that we do to our
lifetime of damage. Butterfly effect, that what we do have on our children. That's you. You're the butterfly effect. You go around, you talk shit about other people's kids, other people's wives, other people's families. You leave the door wide open for people to come at your people like that. And that's exactly what that nigga Corey Holcomb did to you. You're the butterfly effect. You did this. And then on top of that, I said it before. You talking about she's so devastated and psychologically damaged. What a daddy like you, though. Mr. Confident, Mr. Can't nobody hold me down. Nobody can say nothing to me. Why would you? That's what I'm saying. None of this was real to me. None of it. I didn't buy it for 1 second, bro.
Children. And the one thing that most fathers, Black fathers, that's what we do. As fathers, we don't really care what happens to us, right? Because that's just life. But we never, ever can imagine what would happen to our underage children. No. No matter what happens to us, we don't want anything. For those of us that are in our daughter's lives, my immediate concern was, oh my God, who do I call? But I couldn't call anybody because everything was closed at the time.
Call who for what?
Right. So,
I was wearing call who for who do you need to call? Ghostbusters, nigga? Like, who are you calling? For what? For what? To say what? Child, please.
Immediately pulling her out of school, immediately making sure that I go and assess the damage, trying to figure out if we're able to get her into the same competition.
Pulling her out of school. First lie. Trying to assess the damage. Second lie. Debating if we're able to get her in the same competitions. What the frick? Would this situation even have an impact on her career as an athlete? To this day, I don't get, how does that? So now she can't be a star athlete anymore because Corey Holcomb cracked a joke on her? This nigga's been full of shit.
Competitions. Coming up, she literally just texted me probably less than 48 hours ago. All of the different competitions that she had lined up for this year. We were supposed to go to Great Britain. We were supposed to go to a lot of places. I don't know if we can still do that. I don't know if that's possible. Because I don't know if she has the, isn't even fully developed. You know?
I don't get it, bro.
So crazy.
To me, this shit sound like
She had just sent me her pictures.
it sound like
Hold
some
on, y'all. I
bullshit.
need
It
to
sounds
address
like a
something
cop
real
out.
quick. I keep seeing, what's going? Okay, I'm gonna pause it for a second because I want to acknowledge this chat real quick. Truth Talk Media 412. Thank you for being here. I'm very surprised at this. He says, Jazz, I want to apologize to you for disrespecting you about all of this. I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize the way I openly disrespected you. I don't know you, so I was wrong. You know what? Give it up for Truth Talk Media. Because that's accountability. That's man shit. That's you owning your mistakes. Because I didn't ask him to do this. This is unprovoked. And I appreciate that because I was very confused. When I would see the stuff that you would be doing and saying about me in your videos, I was very confused on why you was coming at me so hard. But once I realized this is what the game is in YouTube, I'm just like, you know what? Just let him be. But I genuinely appreciate you coming in and saying this and admitting that you were wrong. And I accept your apology. Give this guy a round of applause. More men like this too. That's solid. I can acknowledge when somebody acknowledges their wrongs and actually apologizes. I appreciate that. For real. Like that. It's all good. It's all good. He says, I just wanted to come on record openly apologize to you because I don't know you. I felt I could no longer disrespect a woman that I don't know over a man that I don't know. That's solid. That is solid. That sounds like some good reflection you had there. Shout out to you, Tupac. I appreciate that. For real. Straight up. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here too. All right, let's keep it going. But yeah, like the glaze, like just the overcompensating about his daughter. I just was sitting back like, bro, you're lying. You're just flat out lying.
This sounds like I don't want to go down this road with Corey Holcomb, so let me just end it here, which is fine. All right, now I had to ask, okay, when did Anton speak on this? It was fresh. He spoke on it January 21st, 2026. Why does that matter? Because 4 days later, the What Up Though podcast hosted by his family and his brothers, blood brothers, spoke on it on January 25th, 2026.
Okay, I gotta pause again. Magnetar with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Jazz. Hold your audience member, Ramon Robinson, accountable for being in your chat, trying to provoke, review your chat history. What y'all doing in the chat? What's going on, Raymond? What's going on? Magnetar is with Anton, Ramon. What is he saying in the chat? What's been going on? I got to go back up a little bit to see what's going on because I don't know what happened. What did Ramon say? What is he saying? Let me look. Hold on. Come on, y'all. Come on. Where is the logic? You are her mod. I mod for channels that have to give you permission, which means they know you on some LVL. I don't know what that means. But you and Jazz chat talking about her. Talking about who? What happened? Let Auntie know. What happened? Why y'all into it? Don't be into it with each other in the chat, y'all. Review the history and you will see who or what the problem is. Okay, I'll review it. No. Nobody's getting banned. Nobody's doing that. No. I appreciate both of y'all being here. I know Magnetar rock with Anton. It's all good. He ain't never said nothing disrespectful to me in my chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he had to say in other people's chats, but it's all good. I don't want to, you know what I mean? We good. Is he a spy? Are you a spy? What's going on? You collecting intel and reporting back? What's going on? Because I don't care. Matter of fact, send this to, if that's the case, send it to Anton. Tell him to pull up. You ain't got a spy. I'm speaking loud and clear. I said what I said. We don't need spies. We don't need no, bag chasers in here trying to, Jazz is talking about you. And I am. And I will say it to your face again and again and again and again and again. Okay? Like, so I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all like he's I haven't been to Anna in a few months. You're better than this. That's why I'm confused. What's going on? Well, I don't know, Mag. I appreciate everybody for being here, but right now, Mag is good, Ramon is good. Y'all got to work that out. Come on now. Come on, brothers. Come on. I haven't seen him. I'll review the chat, but I haven't seen him saying anything disrespectful, like at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't seen it. I'll go look. I'm not saying what you're saying is a lie or wrong. I just haven't seen it, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? He says, Jazz, and you see me at 2K, so you know that. Yeah, it's like it's all good. I don't got no problem with 2K. Look. I don't think you got no problem with nobody now. There's people out here that may got a problem with me, but I don't know nothing about that, and I can't be worried about that. But we good. Let's keep the show rolling. Ramon, don't go nowhere. Mag, don't go nowhere. It's all good. If he, well, this is a good way to put it. It is good. Magnetar is good. My Life Your Entertainment said he's good. If he was a true spy, he'd be cloud watching. I also agree with that. And My Life Your Entertainment is a really great moderator. If Magnetar was on some bullshit, it would have been clocked. It would have been done. So everybody just this was all right. I appreciate everybody being here. Let's keep going.
So from the 21st to the 25th, I mean, did the traumatic experience being so broken, did it evaporate? Then that's a possibility. It's a possibility that his daughter was so traumatized. In 4 days, she got over it, because that's when his brother said this.
What up, though? This is Dre.
Little bro, your brother. This is his other brother.
Now, this is the other
This
brother.
the brother who would have fought.
No. If Andre would have been civil with Corey, listen, I'm gonna tell you, Dre don't even gotta tell you, especially if it's a Diamond Deli Dre.
Also, did two brothers call into the show? Is that what it was? Maybe that's why I missed it. Two brothers called into the show to tell their story. The first guy said what he said. I guess it's a different guy.
Yeah, it's a Dre now, but if we go back to Diamond, give me 1 second. God damn, dirty. Okay, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let Dre speak, but I know Dre. Dre was an asshole when he was young. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
No, it's true. It's the
you know what I'm
truth.
saying? You used to fight want to fight my back was funny. You'll come from the west side to the east side. He said, what, nigga? Calm down.
So this is a 50-year-old Dre that don't do that no more.
Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
So my thing is, you can't call somebody that they kissing A, think that it's not going to offend them, but when they say you sucking D, it's supposed to offend you. It go both ways.
Facts.
Right.
I agree.
But
I mean, you can't tell me, right?
Right.
So when I offend you, you can't get mad at it.
True story. But why go on a podcast, period, if you think like if y'all match for each other, like, you know what I'm saying?
So numbers up.
Like that, for me, that part don't make sense. I would have never even went on that show. You know what I'm saying? Because
me either. I wouldn't have went on that show, but I mean,
feel like it's not working. It's not working.
But Dre, let me ask you something. Is it seriously? Is it Anton's daughter, or is now that just cap?
No, it didn't. I mean, she, from what I don't know anything about it. You know, they try to keep her or away from that kind of stuff, and he told me she's good for now. I mean, I don't know if it's told her, but last time this was yesterday.
Well, we might have lawyers. Hold on, slow down. We might have lawyers involved here. That girl is traumatized. Fuck what y'all talking.
Wait a minute. He said, I just talked to the girl yesterday. He said, I just talked to the girl. The little girl ain't got nothing. She don't know what's even going on. Why? Because this is grown folks' business. That little girl don't know what's going on. And the fact that he did this whole lie and grandstanding, using his daughter to try to make himself a victim, is sick as hell. Why would you lie like that? Somebody that can just lie like that, I don't know what to tell you about it. Just making shit up as you go and then using your family members to carry out the lie. That shit's sick as hell.
I talked to what are y'all talking about? What are y'all?
Y'all, it's happy hour. Y'all know I'm on number 2. Listen, my man, he found a really cool espresso martini drink. He know I love espresso martinis. My man. I'm on my second one. It's happy hour, okay? So don't judge auntie. And I hope you sipping on something nice, whether it's water, non-alcoholic, or whatever. But it's the second one. You know, after this, we're gonna have to wrap it up because, baby, cheers. Let's keep this thing moving, though.
Right. He is. He's traumatized.
Yeah. They don't know what to talk about. That's another thing. Listen, I personally listen. I talk to Anton personally. And that
Ooh, I like this. Sacred Beauty. How you doing, beautiful? She says, so he's not mad at his brothers for using his daughter as a topic of discussion. Listen, maybe they were, but I don't think they have that relationship. I'm sorry, no, that says Scarred Beauty. I don't think they have that relationship where they can come at Anton like that. They distance themselves. Anton don't even mess with their podcast. So they probably don't even feel confident holding him accountable because last time he was around his family, he got his ass whooped. Last time I heard, his family whooped on him. All right. The nephews, the uncles, everybody. All right. So they're not around. They probably don't have that relationship, but that's a really, really great point. Because if it was my brother, oh no. But I have that relationship. Like I look at my little brother as like my son. So, you know, you know what I'm saying? But I feel you. Thank you so much for engaging, Scarred Beauty. Thank you for being here.
kid is destroyed. She is hurt.
Yeah.
She is
Don't
want to go to school. She want to drop out. He's Anton's life up.
Not only that, I think also, I didn't want to say nothing. That's why Gene didn't come because Gene hurt. He didn't want to come on the podcast.
Hey, they trying to walk it back. See, when you being honest, bro, and you not trying to get content for a play, his brother slipped up and told the truth, dog. My niece ain't that weak that some man on the internet can take her off her square. We not built like that. So they had to walk it back because Anton jumped on the internet playing like the niece was a victim just for some type of lawsuit play or imagery or some shit that can keep his name in the goddamn algorithm.
What did I say? See, real people, like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to see through the bullshit, y'all. It's not. And if you're in denial like this, please seek help. Please. But King Pig says, I heard that too, but why did Anton have a fight on Thanksgiving? Because he was probably in there talking shit. He was probably in there telling them how stupid they were for not voting for Trump, trying to talk down on. They probably got on that ass. Y'all know how conversations can go on Thanksgiving or on holidays, especially around family members you don't really be around like that throughout the year. He probably was talking mad crap and offending his own people, and they rocked that man. Talking about he won the fight. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe he won it. I need proof. Because he do a lot of this. I don't see Anton as a person that be throwing them bows like that. I just don't see it. How you doing, Tandy Kane? Where you been, Grail? Hey, Tandy. What's going on, girl? Thank you for being here. Thank everybody for being here. But yeah, Ramon, what you say? I ain't gonna lie. Detroit family always have fights at Thanksgiving. It's the law. Well, don't stop that. Stop that. I can honestly say I have a good time with my families on Thanksgiving and on holidays. We just turn up. We just turn up. You know, it don't be no fight now. You know, the cousins may, talk a little shit about somebody weird ass boyfriend that ain't in our family. We might do that. But, if fighting at Thanksgiving is like a rite of passage for Detroit people. Okay, but at least fight and be able to come back together. Like if you want to tussle on some like drunk shit, like bro, I'll beat you up, and then by the end of the night, y'all like, all right, bro, I love you. That's cool. But it seemed like once him and his family got into it, they was like, forget him, and he said the same thing. That's all I'm saying.
Hold your goddamn baby girl out for some click views, monetization, making her appear like she's some weak teenager who can't face adversity from all walks of life. I called it. I said, man, it don't sound right, bro. You telling me your Olympic medal winning daughter was so affected. She is in a fighting sport. She in a aggressive sport at the top of her line, the top of her league. You talking about the aggression just went away? You don't think her opponents are saying way worse things than what Corey Holcomb has said? Come on now. Tell your goddamn daughter out. Man, the truth has came out. Continue.
I told Gino to call Top Dog. $10,000.
That's real talk.
Top
Hey,
Dog.
Dre, hey, listen, man, we thank you for calling. See, my point is, I don't think Anton was wrong because Corey told him you were ass kisser first, man. But okay, that's fine. But let me tell you this.
So Corey started the whole thing.
But he said you were a kisser, right?
He said you kiss ass, nigga.
Right.
And that's what started the argument.
Yes, that's what Anton said.
But Anton,
I had another clip. I want this juicy one. That's
And here's the thing. We use that. Hold on. We got Unc in the building. Unc be streaming. Thank you for the super chat. He says Magic Johnson's son never dated a streamer. And that's a Fendi fact. That is a Fendi fact. Thank you for being here, Unc. Welcome in. But the phrase, you be kissing ass, that is such a common like phrase people throw out when they're like shooting the dozens or talking shit. That is not offensive to the degree of you suck dick. Am I tripping? If somebody said, man, you kissing ass. Anybody can kiss ass, right? Anybody can kiss ass. And it's like, it's a metaphor for you're like sucking up to them. You know what I mean? Like you're not holding that person accountable. You're just sucking up to them. You know what I mean? You're kissing that person's ass. We've all said that. It ain't never led to bowls being thrown. But a man telling another man, you be sucking dick, especially a Chicago nigga, watch out. Watch out, beloved. Those are fighting words. You don't just throw that out there. That was very specific, and you wanted it to be extremely offensive because you were talking to a man. So you knew saying sucking dick would offend him tremendously. He knew what he was doing. If y'all can't see through this guy, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I don't know what to tell you.
Super producer. What's your take on it? Do you think Corey started or Anton started it?
I don't think nobody necessarily say who exactly started, who took it to the next level. We having a conversation about certain things. It's like with different neighborhoods, people talk different ways. And we know certain stuff, somebody might say talking shit, man, stop kissing them ass. He basically said, Corey was asking him, why do you always diss black people? You don't say nothing about these white people. Why do I say about the liberal white women because they this, that, nothing. He puts them at the bottom of the barrel. It's like you never say nothing. You just got done saying something about black people. You always talking against your people. And then he was like, but I ain't gonna go there. He said, yeah, because you be kissing the ass of people. And Anton say, no, you be sucking the dick of black people.
So that's fair. Yep. That Corey just asked him a question.
Right.
Corey just asked him why you don't defend black people and why you always defending like white people.
Right.
And it's a big difference in the response. And again,
and that's valid because you do kiss white people and ass, Ton Dog. You do. You don't ever, you Mr. hold everybody accountable, but have yet to hold the non-blacks accountable for their history, for the current things that they do, how it impacts other marginalized groups and people. You have yet to acknowledge that. You might hear him say, I'll talk about white liberal women all the time. Oh, so you only talk about a white person if they are not a Republican? But you won't call out systemic racism like that. That was one of the things that frustrated me so much being on them panels, because how can you be so oblivious to the freaking truth? Who's paying you to just be in such denial? Why is this the way for you to, I don't know, reach a goal, gain success? I don't get it. I don't get it. I feel like you could still be a conservative, because there are plenty of conservatives. There are plenty of you know, super religious white folks that still will call out that bullshit that white folks do. Trust me, I know them. But you a whole ass big, you know, big titty black man, okay? And have a hard time just calling out blatant bullshit. That's just a weird way to live. Like, I don't even know how to even describe that, but that's why I will be on them panels like, what, like Arthur Fist, because what are we doing? What are we doing?
Everybody know Anton is our family, right? They don't know. Well, y'all know. Gene is his brother, biological brother, not no step, none of that, right? We love Anton.
Unc be streaming with another super chat. He says, Jazz, what you mean? Anton is a saint like Teresa, right? Looking ass. I know somebody had asked like we should review Stephen A. Smith's. Y'all want to do it tonight? I think I want to do that another time. I want that to just be the only thing. Like I don't want to. I just want to talk about that because I wasn't surprised. There are a lot of people that were like, "Oh, he talked to Stephen A. Smith, and he's moving up in the world. Is he?" I missed my mouth, y'all. Hold on. Dag nabbit. No, but is he really? Because in my opinion, it's just as my opinion. I don't think I feel like Stephen Smith, it makes sense for Stephen Smith to align with a nigga like Anton. Even though I don't know if Stephen Smith did all of his research, because Anton used to talk mad crap about Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if he knows that. I don't know if his team ever researched that. But he didn't have a lot to say about it. And I do want to unpack it. I don't know if we're going to have time to do it tonight, but we will. We'll do it this week. But yeah, when I heard him himself call himself a saint, I'm like, this nigga just be talking. Like, he just be saying anything. And it's like, it's annoying. And he says it with such conviction. It's so annoying.
This is why I'm thrown away. I feel like Anton was wrong from the beginning because he never should have linked up with this guy. Yeah.
You're right. And he was wrong from the beginning because he said himself, he walked in there knowing that Corey wasn't on his level, that Corey was beneath him. He's not intellectually like astute the way he is. He wanted to go in there. He started it. He knew he was going in there with energy to try to play Corey. And that's a fact. He was going in there with energy. He even had that energy on Stephen A. He even had that, I'm the boss right now. I'm finna little bow wow you. That's his energy. He's like Trump. Didn't Trump just say he only like being around morons and idiots and dumbasses and don't like being around super successful people because it makes them feel bad? That is Anton. And I said this, I don't know what year it was, what panel it was, when he was talking about how he don't have any male friends and he only want to hang around women and he got brothers even though he don't fuck with them either. But he was just super anti having male friends because Anton got to be the smartest nigga in the room or his ego gonna be hurt. He got to be the man in the room that everybody's paying attention to, everybody is listening to. So he just surrounds himself with women who he thinks is like, oh my God, Anton, you're so small. No, you're paying your way. You're paying your way. You're paying to play. Some of the girls want to kick it. They gonna kick it because you're buying, you're flying, you're paying. But you're not gonna surround yourself. That's why he don't be around his bros. You're not gonna surround yourself around other grown-ass successful men because they're going to clock your bullshit every single time. And he can't take that. He can't take that. I'm not saying Stephen A. Smith is a moron. He has said moronic things, in my opinion. I don't think that he is pro-black. I don't think that. He kind of teeter-totters on his policies. So it's not a surprise that he will get online with Anton. But Anton felt safe enough with Stephen A. is what I'm trying to say. Because he even called him out and was like, yeah, I even feel like you don't even get to say everything that you really feel. I don't think you really like that. He know who to talk to. He know who to talk to crazy. He know who to talk to crazy. Man.
They was going, but we don't know what they leaked for, though. Right, and the thing of it is, I don't care. Because for one, check this out. I asked Anton to come on our show. We your family. I don't want to have you come on the show to talk about this, but why take this for me to ask you to come on our show? You should want to come on our show, especially, but this was just
I agree with you on that now.
Now, Anton was stated that he don't go on podcasts. So this is why I'm trying to say, how is it out of all the...
He lied to y'all. He goes on podcasts. He does. He goes on panels. The thing is, he's not going to fuck with y'all because y'all going to have too much pushback for him and keep it too real. And he needs an echo chamber. He needs to dominate the conversation and he needs the echo chamber. He doesn't want anybody challenging his thoughts or opinions or his views. So he goes on there. He not coming around with y'all though. He's not. Y'all keep it too real.
Times you decide to go on one, you go on one with this type of...
We don't have...
Dog face enough, he'll pull up. He ain't got a problem with it, and he was on them on the live on the week.
But what we say,
Hold on. Y'all in the chat spilling the tea. Quan 345, thank you for being here. He says, hey Jazz, Kwame Brown is another big time Trump supporter who trying to stay quiet right now, hoping people forget. Shut the front door. Not Kwame. You lying. You lying. You lying, Quan. I need the proof. What? That shit crazy. That's crazy if that's true. Especially when him and Anton be going at it all the time. All the time. Scar Beauty who? Put a name on it. Put a name on it, sis. My Life Your Entertainment says Anton used that white team money he flexed to pay about $50K for that Stephen A interview for YouTube Damage Control. Shut the front door. He did not pay $50K for this interview. Lord Jesus. Lord.
Some sucker shit. You tell your family, your own flesh and blood, you don't do podcasts, you don't go on nobody's show, but then you show up to Corey Holcomb shit. And right after that, Anton jumped on somebody's YouTube channel called Yuckmouth and gave them visibility. What is going on?
He also jumped on Angry Man's podcast. He also jumped on Angry Man's podcast. I mean, that nigga Angry Man was elated. All right. He was so excited. Had that nigga, he was on the phone smoking his cigar, had Anton on speakerphone, fresh off of the whole situation. And Anton was there just rambling, talking his shit, because he needed validation. He knew who to call. He knew. Because Angry Man is in love. Let me calm down. Angry Man is very fond of Anton. Okay. And so Anton knows this. And he deliberately called the people that he knew would validate his point of view, who would validate his actions. He not calling nobody that's gonna be like, well, nigga, why you go on there and say this? Why you ain't answer the question? Why you ain't say suck dick twice? What's up with that? Why don't you ever hold white people accountable? No, he ain't gonna call that. He calling everybody. He also went on Miss Messy Michonne. Shout out to her. He went on him too. And these are all reinforcers of his beliefs. He ain't stupid, but but he's still kind of dumb. But whatever. Let's keep going.
In the Daniels camp where Anton don't want to fuck with his family. You know why he don't want to go sit down and fuck with his family? Because they gonna expose the true him. They gonna expose the real you. You not like that, bro. You have always been like this with your mouth, but you not like that. Anton don't want to put his feet to the fire around the man that he was raised up with.
Talk to him.
Because they actually stand for some shit. But you don't want to go on their podcast and show them visible. Freezy and House of Hypocrites been showing these men a platform, more visibility than what Anton Daniels has ever done. You could have blessed your family with, man. Let me take it to what up though, to Detroit, and let me give my family this publicity, and they can vouch to me for me. If I was like that for real.
Damn.
But they on here gonna expose the fact that Anton is not like that.
Now we all fuck with Anton, right?
Yes.
But you the majority of Detroit.
No.
That's
no,
my point.
the majority of not the hood black because he family.
Why? Well,
He's
okay, so
saying
hold on.
because they say.
What is the reason why? Because I like a lot of the I don't
family to him.
But
We
here's
understand
the
and accept.
thing. I don't watch
that part.
I can't say I go on his YouTube and watch everything he do. But I do catch clips on Instagram and a lot of the stuff he say. I ain't gonna say I like everything he say.
Right.
But
he be on point.
For a lot of the shit he be saying, it be on
But
point.
then why
do people say they don't like him?
Because what they said about him talking
Because
against
it's
because he's a Republican.
Oh,
and
he's a Republican.
Yeah. And what he speak against.
He's a Trump supporter.
He speak against the black community,
Oh,
or what
yeah,
you saying?
yeah.
So that's why Corey made the reference of these white people.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, he said all that.
I mean, you with the black community mind by saying shit like that.
So,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
this the thing, and let's say
Zeke
this.
came out against him.
But this the thing too.
I believe Zeke is this dude from Detroit called New Era Detroit, and he's like a community activist, like for literally try to change the goddamn community. And he came and spoke out against Anton Daniels, is what they saying. I'm gonna try to find a clip, but y'all check out what up though. I'm gonna put this video in the description. But what y'all think of that, man? What y'all think of?
Shout out to House of Hypocrites. That's basically the whole video. Like I said earlier, make sure y'all go and y'all subscribe and go and see his videos of this Anton Saga, because he is on it. He is on his shit, and he really is good. Like, he's really good at documenting it, the commentary, the narration, the editing. Like, shout out to House. I want to get on House level, okay? Shout out to him. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. We got 94 people in the building. That's what I wanted to talk about when it came to Anton. Now, we'll do another show with and react to the Stephen Smith interview together. Maybe on Wednesday or something, we'll do that. But what do y'all think about this? What do you all think about this? His own family coming out and basically just calling him out, saying he really not about that life. Nobody in Detroit actually messes with him, right? He's a brother and has siblings he doesn't even support. Is this a man that we should like be revering and pumping up? Well, you know I'm not. But I'm just saying the way that it all panned out is just like the truth, like time always tells, right? The more time that passes, the truth will always be revealed. And we're getting a little bit more in depth on what his character actually is. And I ain't gonna hold y'all. I knew this a long time ago. I might have to do a series on like the very first time I was on that damn panel, right? The very first time I was on there, and how that very first interaction, we was going head to head, because I was like, who the fuck is this guy? I was so confused. So y'all, thank you so much for being here. The last thing I want to talk about real quick before we wrap it up, just a little bit, I want to touch on this Chilli situation, because I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little disappointed. And not because, here's the thing. I don't think that there's any, well, let me fix that. Is there something wrong with supporting Trump? Because some may say there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with supporting Trump and blah, blah, blah. You should be able to do what you want. And I believe that you should be able to do whatever you want. But it's the responsibility. My thing is, if you're gonna support him, own it. Own that shit. I don't know what my ponytail doing, y'all. Whatever. Own it, right? And Miss Rosanda, she's claiming that, oh, I didn't know what I was donating to. I didn't know. I'm calling cap. So I'm going to play a quick video of another content creator. Real quick. You know what I'm saying? And let's just see what people, what people have to say about it. Because the people are not happy with Miss Rosanda. Shout out to Tabitha Speaks Politics. I really love her. I discovered her on Instagram and found her on the YouTube. And let's just see what she had to say about it. Thank y'all so much for being here. Make sure you're hitting the like button, share, subscribe, do all of the things. But yeah.
Well, Chilli, you know what they say. What's done in the dark always comes to light.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Welcome back to the channel. I want to give a big shout out to my old faithfuls and a big shout out to my newbies. If you come across this video and are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you. Chilli has got herself in a little bit of a pickle. Chilli has been trending for 2 days now. And this right here is why she has been trending. She's been caught, busted, reposting that old conspiracy theory that Michelle Obama was born a man. Y'all remember that conspiracy?
Now I'm playing this video because I had no idea she did this. I had no idea that and I agree with y'all in the chat. Vote for whoever you want, but when you do shit like this, we got to talk about it.
Theory from back in 2016 during Donald Trump's first presidency.
Thank you, George. Yeah. Thank you.
She reposted that information. This lie right here. Yeah, that's what she reposted. And
so, okay, y'all. She reposted an image about the Obamas pertaining to Michelle Obama not being a natural born woman. Why would she do that? Why would she do that? I don't like, where's your mindset? What's the motive? What's the intention behind it? Why would you do that?
You know what happens when you do one thing that is
hold on, because Big Sean, I hear you and I agree. It's her opinion. She has a right to her opinion and she has a right to believe what she wants. My thing is, stand on that shit. Stand on it. Because Miss Girl is walking everything back now. Why is that? Why is that?
MAGA nut suspect. Then people start to dig. And people started to dig. And people learned that not only was Chilli believing in conspiracy theory, lies, and plain old cruelty, racist cruelty and hatred, not only was she believing in that shit, they learned that she also donates to Republicans, including the Trump campaign. Now, I don't think it was a bunch of money that she donated. I think it was like $800 to $1,000 that she donated to Republicans. but they specifically found the donation that she made to Donald Trump. And you can find all of this over there on Midas Touch News. And so from there, you know, they started digging to see who she follows. And so they found over on Instagram, these are the Republicans that she follows. Byron Donalds up there at the top. And then over on Twitter, these are.
And my thing, I don't think there's anything wrong with being a Republican or being a conservative. Just don't be a fucking racist. Just don't be a freaking racist, because it's hella racist on the Democrat side too. It's hella racist on the left side too. But do your policy, but don't be aligning yourself with harmful racist rhetoric and reposting images of Michelle Obama acting like she may not be a natural born woman. That is playing, as a black person, you're playing into racist rhetoric against black women and black people. I know plenty of women that look like Michelle Obama. She looks like a black woman. She has the features of what like a purebred black woman looks like. I'm just saying. We all come in different shapes, sizes, and forms. We all have different ways that we look. But when you align with harmful rhetoric about your own people, I can't fuck with you. And then she's showing us who she follows. Tomi Lahren. When I tell you it's on site with her, that be Tommy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've been on her ass since 2020. So the fact that she's following her, it concerns me. I'm just saying, y'all.
Are the Republicans that she follows. That crazy ass, special ass Terrence K. Williams, who calls himself a comedian, when he has said nothing that has made me laugh. She follows Donald Trump. She follows batshit crazy Tomi Lahren. And she follows.
Hold on, can y'all hear me? My girl Scar Beauty said I'm going in and out. Am I good now? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Are we good? Let's keep going.
Newsmax. And once you get a sense of who people follow, you kind of like get an idea of how they would come to repost this. Now, once people started to find out about this right here, she went back and she deleted it. She posted this on her Instagram page. She went back and she deleted it. But once you post it to the internet and you are a certain caliber on the internet, like celebrity status, yeah, the internet is forever. And so there's screenshots.
And that's my thing. Why are you deleting shit? Why are you posting and deleting? If how you feel is how you feel, stand on it. Stand on it. That's another thing y'all bro Tom Dog was doing. Saying shit, deleting it. Saying shit, deleting it. No. Stand on what you said. If you really feel what you were doing was right, and your intentions were good, why are you deleting shit? Because you know that's some bullshit. That's why.
Out there proving that she had made that post on her Instagram account. And so, yeah, they've been dragging Chilli for 2 days now. 2 whole days. And people are saying because she and T-Boz, the TLC, are supposed to be going on tour with En Vogue. And so people are like, so what Chilli is saying that she don't want us to buy tickets, right? And I was like, yeah, she don't want y'all to buy tickets. Y'all should keep y'all money in y'all pocket, because this is how it goes. These celebrities, y'all spend money on their talent, their craft to support them.
So do y'all think she's walking everything back now because she's about to go on tour? Because she's about to go on tour. She's about to sell tickets. And her audience The TLC audience, the majority of the TLC girlies or the guys, they may not necessarily align with that. Maybe that's why she's walking this shit back. Now it makes sense, but it still don't make sense because bitch, stand on your shit.
They then take that money and donate it to Republicans or give their celebrity status to Republicans, who then, those Republicans then take that celebrity status, that money that you donated to them, and they use it to implement policy to oppress you, Black people. So to stop Republicans from implementing policy to oppress and harm you, Black people, stop giving money to these celebrities who take your money to finance your fucking oppression. Stop doing it. And so enough Black people are out.
How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Do you feel that when celebrities support the likes of Trump, you know, people who are just blatantly looking to disparage Black people or keep Black people at a disadvantage in this country, when we see them doing that, is that them participating in the oppression? And if so, should we move differently with that said person? Because that, if that's the case, that goes beyond, right? That goes beyond just your political view. Because I don't agree that you should be condemned for your political belief or who you vote for. Now, I understand why there's such outrage when it comes to Trump, because let's be honest, he's outrageous. He has done outrageous things. We are at war right now because of him. He tried to just like tear down everything that has to do with Black history. He's trying to rewrite books. He is infiltrating schools. He is defunding HBCUs. He's doing a lot. So when you are a Black celebrity and you align with that, how do you feel? How do you think your audience is going to respond to that? When a lot of your audience clearly sees like the damage that this current administration is doing. How do you reconcile that? How do you, it sounds like a very sticky situation to be in. But Lonnie Clark, thank you so much. He says, hello, Jazz. This is my first time on your podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Lonnie, I see you. Listen, I don't even, y'all, it's so funny y'all call this a podcast. Is this a podcast? I don't consider it a podcast. I consider it just a YouTube channel for now. I feel like I got to get a little bit more, but thank y'all so much for being here. Regardless, we'll call it a podcast today, but thank you so much. I'm glad you can pull up, Lonnie. Let's keep it going. But yeah, it just seems like, you know, Black celebrities have to really be mindful. You know what I'm saying? And then also, because I would have loved, instead of her like trying to delete and deny, talk to us and give us your reasoning as to why you support what you're supporting. But let's keep going.
They're saying they ain't spending money on tickets for their tour. Now Chilli has come out 2 days later to say this. I want to be clear. I am not MAGA and do not support any of the many policies that are causing great harm to the American people. I made a mistake, too many to make. I did not read the fine print. I thought I was supporting causes against human trafficking and for veterans, two things I care deeply about, as my dad is a veteran and everyone knows I love children. I have learned a valuable lesson and ask for grace as I navigate this. Love, Chilli.
I'm not buying it. I am not MAGA and do not support any of the many policies that are causing great harm to the American people. But baby, you reposted a whole video. You reposted a whole damn video mocking the Obama. Make that one make sense. I'm not buying it, y'all. Don't kill me. I'm
sorry, Chilli. I'm all out of grace. And my supporter who sent me this beautiful jar of fucks told me that I have to use my fucks wisely.
Right.
So I'm all out of fucks when it comes to you. In this day and age, it's hard to give a fuck and to give grace to people who make these types of careless mistakes. There is too much information out there. Information is at our fingertips to educate us on when it comes to policy and politics and who to support and who not to support.
It's true.
So I have no grace for you, Chilli. I don't. And it's hard for me because you are a Black woman. I have no grace for you, Chilli. I don't. Maybe some other some others in the 92% will have grace for you, but I do not.
You're not going, y'all.
Google is free. There are other news sources out there besides Newsmax and Fox News.
All right, so I'm gonna fast forward it to Chilli's actual response. And shout out to Tabitha again, because she kind of summed it all up greatly. Let's get into what Chilli had to say.
Transphobic ass conspiracy theory about Michelle Obama.
Hey guys, I wanted to come on here to address a few things that's circulating on the internet that's very concerning to me. Let me say this first. I have the utmost respect and admiration for Michelle Obama, and I would never say or do anything that is disrespectful to her.
But yet you did. You did just that. You did. Let's keep going.
Or to any woman. I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody. And I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost button. And I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no clue.
No. Let's go back. Let's listen to this excuse. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going. It's giving that weird energy. I can't go. Let's go back just a little bit more. And let's see how this mistake happened.
All of them from everybody. And I immediately, I would never do that. And I had no clue that this repost had happened until I started getting phone calls and text messages from everybody. And I immediately went to my page to see what was going on. Now, mind you, I'm not very computer savvy, so I'm looking for this repost.
That's the line. I'm not computer savvy. Like, I'm really not. Like, it took me some time. Like, my homegirl was trying to show me how to mod people during one live stream. Like, I get it. Some people just not savvy, but once you get it, baby. All it takes is one time to show you how to repost correctly. Like, I'm not falling for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chilli, chill.
Button. And I see that all of these buttons are very, very close to each other. And clearly I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost button. Again, I had no...
I was scrolling and my thumb hit the repost. Do you know how intentional you have to be when you repost something? There's literally an option that says repost. You know exactly when you're doing it. Now, what I will give grace is maybe because like sometimes if you'll scroll and you scroll too hard, you might accidentally like something. You know what I'm saying? You might hit a like on accident. But a share, a repost? Oh no. Ain't no accidentally. Y'all, let me know if I'm tripping. It ain't flying with me. Not now.
No clue that something like this happened until I got all the calls. But of course, I took that down, and I would never post anything like that. I would never do something like that. That is not my character.
But you did. But you did, girl. But you did. And that's what I'm saying. What Venus say? She clocked it. Hold on. I think I said, or Scar Beauty. Exactly. Too many steps for us to believe her. Exactly. It takes too many freaking steps to actually repost something. You got to take the phone, scroll through the options, choose an option, and then select it. You can't just accident. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
I have supported the Obamas. I gave to the campaign, both runs, voted twice for him, and supported the organization that Michelle had in the schools for exercise for the kids. I would never do anything that's harmful or hateful to anybody. I'm just not wired like that.
My thing is this. What's going on with your team? Right? Like, what's going on with your team? Like, who's around you, monitoring your social media presence? Who's around you to, hey, maybe not post this, maybe post that, because I know there's a team there. You're not just anybody, Miss Chilli. So I just find it very hard to believe that this was just some accident when you have so many different people around you or reinforcers around you to help you prevent making a mistake like this. No, this is why I say just stand on it. Yeah, I reposted it because shit, I thought she was a man. I kind of thought that too. We will respect you more. We probably still won't fuck with you, but we'll respect you more if you could just keep it 100. And then this whole, oh, she's old. She ain't that old. That girl can still bust an 8 count with her eyes closed. Okay, she's not that old. And like I said, all it takes is one time to show somebody how to do something on the internet, and that should be it. And that's it. All right. It was an accident. Yeah, all right. That's what she wants us to believe. But the thing is that she did that post when, and it is now when, and now it's an accident. It wasn't an accident when you first did it. I don't get it. I don't get it. What you say, Ramon? No, Shannon wanna everybody to know he wasn't gay because that pick up him in the green jumps. Right. And then went live screwing that alleged woman. Like, baby, we're not buying it. We're not buying it.
That's just not who I am. And when it comes to organizations that I have donated to, these are the things that support the veterans. I have always supported them.
Exactly.
Not just now, but for years. This is not something new. So I just wanted to let you guys know, this from me, that I would never do anything so disrespectful, and I would just never. I'm just not about hate or anything like that. If you look on my page and see my posts,
you're not about hate or anything like that, but you're following bitches like Tomi Lahren. Like, girl, don't piss me off. You're not full of hate. You don't do these things, but look at who you follow. Tommy is a hate-filled has said horrible things about your own community, girl. So what? You accidentally following hate-filled MAGA supporters was an accident too? Shut up. Shut up and just stand on it. Because, yeah, you're cooked. We're not buying the tickets. We're not coming to the damn concert if you're there. I prefer T-Boz anyway. T-Boz and Left Eye. Rest in peace. No, Chilli, I fucked with you too. But this right here, this right here was very disappointing.
It's all about love, faith, and connection. That's what I'm all about. You know, and I've always been that way, and I will continue to be just that way. So I just want to thank you guys for, you know, your love and your support and just taking the time to listen to me right now. I really, really appreciate that. And
this bitch choked up. Look at her face. Girl, cut the theatrics now. Cut it out, Erika Kirk. Cut it out. It's not giving what you think it is.
I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Well, there you go. Her finger must have inadvertently hit the repost button.
Right.
Let's take a look at that repost button, shall we?
Let's do it.
We're going to use Brief by L. Do y'all follow Brief by L? She's on YouTube, and she's on TikTok, and she's on Instagram. We're going to use her post as an example. See that 2-arrow situation right there? That's the repost button. So she's saying that she must have inadvertently hit the repost button. And that's how it showed up on her page. Now, let me explain to you how this works. When you repost a post, so if I want to repost Brief by L's post, I would hit that little 2-arrow icon, right?
Right.
And so then it reposts it to your people on your feed, right?
Right.
And then what will happen is on your profile, you go to your repost section, see the 2 arrows right there? And that post will show up. See the post right there? Yeah. So what people did was they went into her repost section to see what Chilli was up to. And that's how they found that repost. But what Chilli wants y'all to believe is that mistakenly she hit that repost button because she would never repost anything hateful. That's what she wants y'all to believe.
Now, what I will say is this, what I will say, I have definitely scrolled, but the thing and hit that repost button, even if it's not anything negative, but something that I'm not intentionally trying to repost, even if you accidentally hit that button, it's going to tell you reposted it. And if you didn't want to repost it, you can immediately unrepost it. So accident or not, there was a way for you to get up out that jam, Chilli. There was a way to get up out that jam. The way Instagram is right now, you can't hit that shit. You can't hit that shit. I will give you that because I've done it. But every time I've done it, I catch it immediately. I didn't mean to repost that. What? Because you're scrolling, whatever. But the fact that you didn't allow it to catch you, right? And you left it up there, and you want to say you had no idea that was going on? I can't go.
So how did she inadvertently hit that repost button? She could have done it while she was scrolling and didn't realize
what I just said.
She possibly could have done it while she was scrolling, but when you hit that repost button, a big old bubble pops up.
This is a live reaction. I did not watch this fully. I only watched like the very beginning. Did not know Miss Tapple was saying it. Okay. I just said that. Even when you accidentally hit that shit, it's going to notify you that you hit that shit. And you can fix it immediately.
See that? When you hit that repost button, you get a check mark inside the arrows, and that big old bubble pops up, letting you know that you hit repost, and it asks you if you want to tag a friend.
It's true.
So if you haven't guessed it, I'm questioning the truth of what Miss Chilli is saying.
We all are.
Anywho, Chilli's still being dragged today. There's some other people out there that are not buying her written statement or her video statement. Y'all let me know your thoughts.
Shout out to Tabitha. Tabitha Speaks. Make sure y'all go and support and subscribe to her because she has the tea while she sips her tea. And I love that. And I love that. But come on now. Come on now. Like you said, exactly, Quan. Chilli knows she lying. Lying like a mofo. Okay? And I don't like people playing with my intelligence. Like, don't insult my intelligence and do some dumb shit in front of me when I can clearly see that it's dumb shit and you trying to make me believe that it's not dumb shit. That it's not offensive. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't make no sense. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Well, who is this person? Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Who is this guy? King Solomon, and you're doing all this deviltry. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? You talking about me? Or you talking about Chilli? Make yourself known, because I ain't never seen you around here before. You know what I'm talking about? I ain't never seen you around here before. I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's like, Chilli, you know what I'm saying? Just stand on your beliefs. I think when people choose to do something and they got to walk it back, you lose all credibility after that. Because you knew what you was doing when you did it. You made the decision to do it when you did it. And then it's hard to believe, Chilli, in this situation because we look at your followers or who you're following, and it's in complete alignment with the shit that you're reposting. So why are you trying to confuse the people? Why are you trying to act like you don't stand where you stand? So it's like, it's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Okay. Nothing personal. I'm talking about the whole pack of them. You know, everybody is a judge out here. Okay. All right. Well, welcome in. Welcome in, King Sulaman. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clarifying that because I was a little confused. But yeah, between Chilli, between Ton Dog, between Erika Kirk, everybody that we covered, between EJ Johnson, all of them full of shit. All of them full of shit. And the chickens have come home to roost, right? The chickens have come home to roost. The veil is lifting. The masks are dropping. And we could just see things for what they are. And it may not work well for the people who wants to keep that mask on, but it's a new, what are the age are we in? The age of Aquarius or something? Where we're just in a energetic field right now where all the truths are being revealed. What did Cat Williams say last year? Sitting across from Shannon Sharp? All big dick demons will be exposed. And the exposure has not stopped yet. I'm just saying. You ain't even got to have a big DICK to be exposed, okay? The truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. You know what I'm saying? And I like that. I like that, you know, people are coming out of this spell of indoctrination, not believing everything that the media says, that the radio says, etc., etc. You know, this is exactly where we need to be, I think, to move forward. I'm not here for anybody that supports anything racist, anti-black. Y'all should know by now. I'm not going. All right. It'll never be a thing for me. I'll never be cool with that shit. Right. As a black woman, that's for my black people. It'll never go for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We did good timing today. We had 3 hours and 50 minutes. Usually a happy hour is only about 3 hours, right? we did a little late happy hour. And I feel most happy hours should start at least around 6:30. I mean, because people usually get off at 5, and then you got to drive in traffic to go home. You're probably not getting there until an hour later. Let the happy hour start when motherfuckers is, decompressed, and let it go for a while. Them little hour and a half happy hours, like, why are you trying to scramble everybody in here at once? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was a good time. I'm feeling the Monday vibe. I definitely appreciate everybody for being in the building tonight. One more round of applause for you. Oh, and I saw somebody notice that I be working out, and I do. And I do. I do. Shout out to my man, though. He the one that got me in the gym, y'all. Now I'm hooked. All right. Shout out to him. But shout out to y'all for being in the building tonight. I appreciate every last one of you. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, you do all of the things for your auntie. I'm going to do this banner one last time tonight. If you would like to support the show and the channel and support the Wi-Fi and lip gloss fund, I got a new lip gloss. I'm going to do a haul, y'all, because I can do like affiliates and stuff like that. And I just did a whole haul with Fenty Beauty because they had a sale. And Sis got me every time. She gets me every time. But I got some new lip gloss. I'll tell you guys more about all of the things that I got later on. Just giving you guys some extra content and whatnot. Quan, don't piss me off. The Patriot got you in the gym. That's if the patriarch got me in the gym, then I'm okay with that part of the patriarch. Y'all funny as hell. I appreciate the sense of humor. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're gonna have a good time moving forward. Spring is springing. I got some content for y'all, etc., etc. Again, thank y'all so much for being here. Like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Before we get out of here, drop some purple hearts. Purple hearts, purple hearts, purple hearts. Let me know that you was feeling it. Let me know that you was feeling it tonight. Let's go. Round of applause. Yes. Thank you guys so much. Hey, I see the purple hearts. Thank y'all. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you, Magnetar. Thank you, My Life Entertainment. Thank you for everybody for pulling up tonight. A little Monday fun day. I think that might be the vibe. Thank y'all. I'm seeing the hearts. Appreciate y'all. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. We're gonna dance up out of this thing. Until I get me an actual song, this is how we vibing. Once again, y'all, thank you so much. Oh, we got one more super chat before we get up out of here. Thank you so much. Full drink and a half. That is a hell of a name. I appreciate you being in the building. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all have a great week. Make sure it's a prosperous week. Make sure you hit all your goals. Do your thing. Until next time, my baby. Auntie, love you. Do a song for my intro. I'm working on it. I got y'all. Somebody else suggested that a long time ago. I forgot you told me about that. Like, you can do this, you can do that. I'm working on it. But until then, let's see. All right, y'all. Bye.